kedere ló yẹ kí olójú ti lọ wáyé. Láti kékeré láti pẹ̀ka ìrókò tó bá yá. Ìbá ti dàgbà ó dájú pé pa òrùlé ká. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi àbí kì í dákẹ́jẹ́. Má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbí ohun àgbo. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi àbí kì í dákẹ́jẹ́. Má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbí ohun àgbo. Ilé táwọn Yorùbá kì í yà jẹ́ wá. Ọmọ pẹ́ kí mo fẹ́ forin fọ́ gbáyọ̀dà wáyé. Ìṣọ̀kan tí mo làwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kí ló dé. Àmúfun ẹ̀rù ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ káwọ́ sàlẹ̀ wọn. Ìwọ̀jà lẹ́yìn tí ń pọ̀ jù ó yẹ kí ẹ jáwọ́. Ọ̀dàlẹ̀ òde láti wọ̀kàn bí wọ́n ṣe pè gbọ́dọ̀. Ẹni bá dàlẹ̀ yóò fún pàkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lálẹ́ yìí. Máa ń sojú ojú fún wọn kó dà kókòrò lè fẹ́. Ẹnu ọmọ Yorùbá kì í kó sí mọ rere. Pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀ tí mo bá lọ yé papà ẹni tó bá bá bóyá kíákíá kó lọ tòun ṣe. Torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ ṣì ń bọ̀ ó lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe jáde àbí fi tẹ̀síwájú. Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kábẹ́ ní ohun àgbogbo. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe jáde àbí fi tẹ̀síwájú. Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kábẹ́ ní ohun àgbogbo. Kan mẹ́ta ni mo mọ̀ tó dá Yorùbá rú. Wíní Símọ̀tù Abíọ́lá ẹ̀jẹ̀ tètè orí sọ. Ẹ̀sìn àjèjì pẹ̀lú ṣètò àti fẹ́ máa gbà fúnra wa. Òjò ní èmi òjò ẹni Yorùbá ń bá ká. Tó bá dọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú wọn kì í pọn ọmọ ìyá wọn. Láwọn sábà sọ pé lọ́la náà là jẹ́. Ọmọ Yorùbá lọ̀dàlẹ̀ tó dàlẹ̀ ara wọn. Ẹ̀sìn àjèjì òjò jẹ́ kẹ́nu wọn lè kó rárá mọ́. Mùsùlùmí pẹ̀lú ẹlẹ́sìn Kírísítẹ́nì ẹ̀ súnmọ́ bí. Ẹ̀sìn ò sọ pé ká gbàgbé orísun èèyàn wa. Jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbí kí n dákẹ́ jẹ́. Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbájá ní ohun àgbogbo. Jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ní àbí kí n dákẹ́ fẹ́. Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbájá ní ohun àgbogbo. Ó ti yá alágbogbo kí n gbọ́ àgbogbo ìkìlọ̀ ní. Ẹ má lè gbọ́ bá a ṣe fọ́n rere. Alájà Símọ̀tù Abíọ́lá. Paramount kìlọ̀ fún àkànní ní gbogbo US pátápátá. Ló sọ pé alágbogbo kí n gbọ́ àgbogbo ìkìlọ̀ ní. Ẹ má lè gbọ́ bá a ṣe fọ́n rere. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ìyá ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bí. Ìyá ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. Ebi ń pa àwọn aya tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. Ìyá ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bí. Ìyá ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ ní. Ebi ń pa àwọn aya tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. Torí pé tẹ́ àtẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní. Ẹ ò lè dé di ẹ̀mọ́ nítorí Fúlàní ìfi màálù jókòó sí ajá. Kàkà kẹ́pà rọ́pọ̀dọ̀ fi inú yín. Kẹwọ́ solution sí fúnra yín. Ẹ̀wọ́ bìkítà ẹ̀kọ́ sí ikú. Ó ti wá dọ̀rùn òkú wọlé bọ̀ o. Alágbogbo lù kí n gbọ́ àgbogbo ìkìlọ̀ ní. Ẹ má lè gbọ́ bá a ṣe fọ́n rere. Ọmọ pẹ̀lú alágbogbo lù kó wọ́n ti àgbogbo ìkìlọ̀ ní. Ẹ má lè gbọ́ bá a ṣe fọ́n rere. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti wá pọ̀ jù pọ̀kẹ́ rí. Fúlàní ti ń jẹ̀lé àwọn dúkìá wa. Wọ́n ti ń pa pàjùwà lẹ́wọ̀n gbé. Wọ́n ti ń pa pàjùwà lápọ̀ gbé. Wọ́n ti ń pa pàjùwà lẹ́yà gbé. Wọ́n ní kó tètè lọ́wọ́ owó wá. Ọ̀rọ̀ owó wọn máa pa wọn tí wọ́n jí gbé. Yorùbá ò sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n wéwòrán wọn. Ojúmọ́ ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kiri lágbègbè wa. Ìjọba ò sì tètè òwúwọ́ nǹkan ṣe. Nítorí òṣèlú ṣẹráyé yín bí. Yorùbá ń jìyà lórí ilẹ̀ wọn. Àwọn olónílẹ̀ wọn wá ń ṣẹ́rú. Àsìkò ti tó ẹ̀dùnkè ká gbára wa. Ó ti yá alágbogbo lù kí n gbọ́ àgbogbo ìkìlọ̀ ní. Ẹ má gbẹ̀rùkọ bá a ṣe fọ́n rere. Gbogbo àwọn tó ti sùn ẹ lágbogbo fún wọn kí wọ́n ó jí. Ó ti yá alágbogbo lù kí n gbọ́ àgbogbo ìkìlọ̀ ní. Ẹ má gbẹ̀rùkọ bá a ṣe fọ́n rere. Fúlàní ń dẹran jókòó sí ajá. Bàbá tún sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe náà fàbọ́yọ́. Àgàgà tẹ́ bá tilẹ̀ pa gbófinró. Olóko ní òjìyà ayẹwo ẹ̀yà. Lòtítọ́ lẹ ti sùn ó yẹ kí ẹ di. Ó tó ti gbé pa òní bá oró mọ́. Nígboro ìgbọ̀ngàn ẹ̀wọ̀ tí ojú rí. níṣe ni wọ́n ṣapá ẹ̀rí pé ojú rí ìjọba ò sọ̀rọ̀ fún wọn nígbà yẹn sí àwárẹ̀ ẹni tó dìde tó ṣe bí olórí Sunday Adéyẹmọ ìbò òdìdé sí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá rojọ́ kò fẹ́ dà dúró ó ti yá alágbogbo dùn kí n gbọ́ agogo ìkìlọ̀ ni ẹ má gbàgbọ́ bá a ṣe fọ́ lé. Ìwé ní símọ̀tù àbákẹ́ Paramount Green of Waka. Alágbogbo dùn kí n gbọ́ agogo ìkìlọ̀ ni ẹ má gbàgbọ́ bá a ṣe fọ́ lé. Torí egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Paramount Green of Waka egungun ẹja ni o. Nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Egungun tí àgbẹ̀kọ̀ ajá lọ́rùn. Ajá ò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ tó gbọdọ̀ sọnù o. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá. Egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe fún wa. Bàbá wa Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Bàbá wa Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ egungun ẹja ni o. Nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Olúgbọ́n ilé ìgbọ́n egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Alákẹ́jì ìlú Ẹ̀gbá egungun ẹja ni o. Nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Olúbàdàn tilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Àbáwọ̀ Ọbásanjọ́ egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o.
Ìkéde pàtàkì fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá ní tilé toko àti lẹ́yìn odi, pàápàá jùlọ fún àwọn tí ó ń gbé ní ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Ìyíde gbogbogbò ti orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tí ó ń bẹ ní ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2021 ní gbọ̀ngàn Trafalgar ní ìlú London. Ẹ wá láti gúúsù, àríwá, ìlà oòrùn, ìwọ̀ oòrùn, ẹ jẹ́ kí a jọ gbé e lárugẹ. Kékulé kó gbọ́, kó sọ fún toko. Oòduà á gbè wá o. Olùkéde Media Presenters.
Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá egungun ẹja ni o. Nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe o. Egungun tí àgbẹ̀kọ̀ ajá lọ́rùn. Ajá ò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ tó gbọdọ̀ sọnù o. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá. Egungun ẹja ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe fún wa. Adìjàgbara ni nǹkan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe.
And a very good evening and welcome to Late Night Broadcast. My name is Alayomi Koiki. A lot of you know the platform as KOIKIMEDIA. One out of so many that believe that in 21st century we should not be part of Nigeria. A lot of people say, why not try to fix Nigeria because it's got issues they are aware, rather than break up Nigeria as we move forward. But people like us disagree. And the reason we disagree is the country had that opportunity to have done so 61 years ago. In the next couple of days, Friday will be 61 years of independence. But rather, they've played around millions of Nigerians, giving them the false hope that Nigeria will be a great place, and we should just continue to try to fix it. But while some were trying to fix Nigeria, a particular tribe was not interested to fix Nigeria, and that is the Hausa Fulanis. probably some few Yorubas, some Igbos, and some other ethnic minority. You might see them in different part of Nigeria. And the major stakeholders are the international communities that prefer Nigeria the way it is and tell you that we will come down and give you all the necessary assistance that you need to develop your country. Majority of them have got different ambassadors operating in Nigeria, and they could see that Nigerians are being killed. But rather than ask the government, why are Nigerians being killed, but they just look away.
Kéré o, kéré o, kéré o. Ìkéde pàtàkì fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá ní tilé toko àti lẹ́yìn odi, pàápàá jùlọ fún àwọn tí ó ń gbé ní ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Ìyíde gbogbogbò ti orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tí ó ń bẹ ní ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2021 ní gbọ̀ngàn Trafalgar ní ìlú London. Ẹ wá láti gúúsù, àríwá, ìlà oòrùn, ìwọ̀ oòrùn, ẹ jẹ́ kí a jọ gbé lárugẹ. Kékulé kó gbọ́, kó sọ fún toko. Oòduà á gbè wá o. Olùkéde Media Presenters.
London, 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 a great country. United Kingdom. They're great because they fought quite a lot to keep the country to be great. They fought different parts of the continent to make sure that Great Britain continued to be great while the other part of the global community, especially the Yoruba land, can continue to feed under the bottle of this country called United Kingdom. We have a lot of Nigerians that are doing extremely very good. They are making good money. It is very easy for them to send money home to their loved ones and say, let us keep Nigeria. We have some of them that are working with the British government, some that are not working with the British government. We have some of them that are just ordinary Nigerians that are trying to survive because the country that gave birth to them is no longer functioning to the full capacity and they have to run away. We've seen chief medical director of a state relocated back to United Kingdom. I've seen some of you that have got PhD, masters. I've seen some of you that have just got nothing, but you've come down to Great Britain and you've been able to develop your skills, your intellectual, and you've moved forward in whatever field that you're working in. But this Friday, right inside the city where we want to tell Great Britain again, we've got nothing to do or no bias against the British citizen, but we have problem with the system. And when I say the system, we're talking about the British government that look away. One teacher was killed in this country last weekend, and the whole country is kind of almost shut down. We first see if we can show you a bit of the picture later. But do you know how many Yorubas are killed? How many Igbo are killed? Even the Hausas that are killed, and the other minorities that are living within the confinement of a country that was put together by Great Britain in 1914. But the High Commissioner in Nigeria representing this system look away, but rather they want to prepare our mind for a fraudulent 1999 constitution that is no longer valid, and telling Nigerians to prepare for 2023 general election in just about 500 days from today. My name is Olayomi Koiki. So we want you to be there at Trafalgar Square. That is where we want to tell the Britain that we want a referendum to opt out of that contraction that was created by them in 1914. The union is no longer working, and they must understand that this generation is not going to back out. We are not those other previous generation, like my brother that just completed his show, Mayegun General. We will first tell them that the media war will be used against anyone that does not want the Yoruba or the Biafra, and even those that want to be free from the northern part of the country. We want to take back what belongs to us. We do not want to be named Nigeria because Nigeria was given to us by a crazy man representing Great Britain in 1914 called Lugard. So Friday, you've got no excuse. You've got no reason for not being there on Friday, the 1st of October, when that shit old country will be calling itself 61 years of failure. Some of you are 61 years old. What have you benefit from that nonsense country called Nigeria? Ìlú tó ní ṣàǹfààní kò ní ṣoríire. Ẹni bá sọ pé Nigeria máa ṣoríire, òun gan ní ṣoríire. Messed up country, messed up the lives of individuals, messed up the lives of generations of people, and messed up the lives of millions of people every blessed day. Ẹni tó bá sọ pé Nigeria máa dá kò ní ṣoríire. Messed up country. You cannot sit down outside the country and then be telling those in the country that Nigeria máa dá. You are part of the 419. Hey, tí Montan bá yín fà, ẹ fi pa ń ṣeré ni. You don't even know what is in our mind. Once again, a very good evening. Ẹ̀yin jókòó sí lóyìnbó, ẹ̀ ń sọ pé Nigeria máa dá. Ó ní ṣoríire ìwọ tó bá ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Praying for Nigeria. Praying for a country that have killed the dreams of millions of Nigerians as I speak to you right now. People are dying as I speak to you right now. Mothers cannot give birth in an hospital because it's no longer valid. The hospital is not there. Millions of people are being killed for the negligence of those that refuse to say something. Our kan wá ń sọ pé kí ló ń sọ. Ẹ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín pátápátá. Ẹ tí mọ̀ kankan. Ẹ rò pé à ń bá yín ṣeré ni. Ó sọ fún yín ní last year. Àìtẹ́ tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ kankan. I told you, anarchy stage kò tí wọlé is just a matter of time. Ẹ lọ sọ pé anarchy ò ní wọlé. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Confirm Ìjẹ̀bú Òde. Ní tó bá gbà la máa fún. Pé Britain ò ní fi wálẹ̀ ìra bá ńlá irọ́. Gbogbo tá a ṣe ń bẹ̀ wọ́n yẹn, a ṣe ń pọ́n wọn lé ni. America gan jà tó fi kúrò lára wọn ni. But we want you to be there on Friday. It's going to be a peaceful protest. You can call it protest, you can call it rally. Let us be there. Don't ask me what time. I know they're putting 12 noon. I want us to be there as early as possible. Let the great British people, the peace-loving British people, understand that their country is holding us to jugular, and that is why millions of us wants to get the visa to come down here, as if this is a heaven. Ṣé wọ́n sọ fún wa pé heaven ní bíbá yìí? Àwọn wo ló ń parọ́ fún yín pé heaven ní bíbá? Heaven is right inside the Yoruba land. We have everything to be in that country called our own indigenous land. But some of you are waiting so that your turn, so that a lè jẹ tán ní tiẹ̀ náà, ìwọ náà lè jàǹfààní, àbí? Once again, a very good evening. It's not violent kò tí di violent tó bá di violent àní máa wà lórí social media gbogbo tá a ṣe ń ṣe ìyá ṣe ń ṣe awareness ni tó bá di the real violent kò síyàn kankan tó máa jókòó sórí social media because by that time àti paná gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá I told you pé state kan nínú Nàìjíríà láti máa paná yẹn ìgbà tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀ láì tí mọ̀ pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn rọ́lẹ́ pa máa jókòó sí ibẹ̀ máa sọ fún yín pé a máa gba Nàìjíríà a máa gbà kúrò lọ́wọ́ ẹ mọ ìsàn tó sọ́ọ̀kì Nàìjíríà àwọn kan jókòó sínú different sector they understand the system more than you ọ̀tẹ̀ dé Nàìjíríà rí and they are sucking it out for the benefit of their own system. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koiki. You can watch other program and they can tell you referendum. Referendum. I'm going to explain a little bit tonight again. Once again, as you're settling in, I say good evening, good morning. Anytime with Elomi. The world is 24 hours. Bí wọ́n ṣe ń sùn àwọn kan ṣe jí ni lọ sí Australia àwọn yẹn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ tó ti wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ báyìí. The expectation was just too high with the United Nations upcoming event. And I'm going to explain it as far as I can understand it. A lot of us were thinking that Tabati Bere UN, referendum. It doesn't work like that. Gbogbo tá à ń ṣe yẹn, a kàn create in tó ń pè ní awareness, which there's nothing wrong in that. It's very good. À ń bá wọn jà Yorùbá nation àti àwọn tí Buhari kó wá tó kó aṣọ fún tó fún $50. Some people don't even understand that the 76th General Assembly is got nothing to do with Yoruba nation. It's got nothing to do with Yoruba nation. It is done every year. Ẹlòmíì ò tẹ́ gbọ́ rí pé wọ́n ń ṣe UN General Assembly. Tó bá sọ pé nǹkan 76 wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tó bá di next year wá pè ní 77. It was not for the purpose of Yoruba nation ló ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ UN tó ń ṣe ní in the last couple of days. Then wò. You think because we are there, we are shouting, we are promoting it, we are talking about it right outside the door of UN means that something is going on about Yoruba nation? I don't think so. I don't think so. And if you think so, call and challenge me and say, Koiki, no, you don't say, oh, you don't know. General Assembly. It is done every year. Kí ni purpose ẹ̀? It's for people, countries to come and put. Ẹlòmíì rò pé bí Buhari ṣe débẹ̀ nísìn, Buhari tó ti padà sí Abuja. Ó ti padà sí Abuja ń tiẹ̀. Let us say this clearly. The purpose of UN is just for different countries to come and vet their anger. Were we given slot to speak? I don't know. Maybe within some of the inner door chambers. Inner door. But Shari Google, the main General Assembly, President. And as far as UN is concerned, Nigeria is still a country. And that's why President Muhammadu Buhari was invited to come and speak. Hate him or like him, dead or alive, it doesn't make any difference to UN. He's still the president of the country that needs to come and speak. But what is the expectation of millions of Yorubas around the globe, especially those at home? Àwọn tó ń rò pé bí UN ṣe ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló máa sọ kalẹ̀ láti wá fún wa ní referendum. Kò tí lè dé bẹ́ẹ̀ àti dé stage yẹn rárá. Àìtẹ́ tí súnmọ́ stage yẹn rárá. Now the question is, how soon is it going to happen? We continue with the awareness, acclamation, education, telling our people the difference between what we stand for and what the present system stand for. So, àwa ti di àwa àti àwọn. Nígbà táwa náà ń ṣe protest ní Amẹ́ríkà láti fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wa hàn níta building yẹn kò ń ṣe nínú ilé ìta. That's the only way you can get the attention of the world. But the question is, ìjọba náà ní any right, àwa náà ní right. wọ́n fún àwọn kan ní owó, wọ́n ṣaṣọ sí wọn lọ́rùn, wọ́n dé fìlà, wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé bánà jáde. So UN dẹ̀ máa sọ pé wẹ́ ìbáwọn kan náà nìyẹn tó sọ pé àwọn ò fi lọ, even though àwa mọ̀ pé irọ́ ló ń pa. But ìbéèrè tá a máa láti wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara wa ni pé okay, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ after ti gbogbo rìtìrìtì ti United Nations? Kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé bí UN ṣe ń lọ yẹn, ǹjẹ́ à ń bá wọn ìlú kan, ǹjẹ́ à ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ní corridor lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ́ láwọn hotel tí wọ́n ti organize? Ìjà náwọn tó jẹ́ bí body tó ti wọ̀n ground, ìjà náwọn body tó wọ̀n ground tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé kó sọ fún wa. Ìjà ní wọn, àwọn body yẹn, ǹjẹ́ wọ́n wọ̀n ground láti bá wa ṣe àwọn gbogbo necessary step, ìgbésẹ̀ láti bá wa máa negotiate? Àbí after tí gbogbo ti UN bá tán, then where are we heading to? Why was our expectation so high with this UN upcoming 76th General Assembly that was giving us a big hope that UN yẹn o, bó ṣe bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, òun ló ń bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀ o, ló máa pín Nàìjíríà o? Ṣé bó ṣe fẹ́ rí gangan náà nìyẹn ni, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Tabalẹ́ni tó ní ìmọ̀ jù mí lọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, bí ẹ lè bá wa dá sí, ẹ lè bá wa dá sí, nítorí pé ètò yín ètò wa ni, ètò gbogbo wa náà ni. +447594050979. Why was the expectation of the Yorubas so huge, so high, when it was this upcoming UN? Yes, we've told them our problem. Either a letter that has been sent, whether the petition, whether what we call lobbies, whatever we might call it, however we might say it, we must understand that we must have a team of people. They might not tell us, I don't know, which is good if we do not know, so that we do not compromise the ongoing effort of millions of Yorubas that are working tirelessly. But what I'm trying to say is, how soon and what will be the outcome? Days, months will decide. But we must continue to also explain fún àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà nílé pé it is not yet over. Nítorí pé ẹni tó wà nílé tó ti fọkàn sí pé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tá a bá ti ṣí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ UN yìí tán, Nàìjíríà máa pín, kò ń ṣe bó ṣe fẹ́ lọ nìyẹn. Ẹ sì máa sọ fáwọn tó wà nílé pé àbẹ̀dẹ ìbò 2023 fún ìdí báyìí, ìdí báyìí, ìdí báyìí. Àmọ́ àwọn náà ń prepare. You think the politicians are sitting behind and not doing anything? They are preparing. Because as far as the politicians are concerned, we are just nuisance, according to even somebody, one of some individuals that told me yesterday that we are, nuisance lawa and creating nuisance káàkiri. Lọ́kàn wọn, lójú wọn. Self-determination is not a crime, but how do we materialize it to become a reality and the dream that we are all clamoring for when it comes to the Yoruba nation? It's about the education part of it, which we are not going to stop and back out. And we must continue to do what we call expose of the corrupt system, the corrupt country called Nigeria, that is now telling Nigerians at home that bandit is different from terrorist. That is not telling Nigerians that your dollar is going into your naira. Naira tẹ́ dání sí báǹkì yẹn, whether it is 10 million, whether tí ò lówó lọ́wọ́ àtẹni tó ní ó ti ń depreciate mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. that your life is no longer guaranteed. But one thing I can tell us is, let us remember that the fight is not yet over. It is just the beginning. They might not be pleased. They might not be happy when I tell you that we have some of these corrupt individuals. A lot of our focus in the minds of so many people is we are fighting the Fulanis alone. And I've told you since last year, we are fighting a big obstacle. Tí Elédùmarè, Ọlọ́run ọba tó máa bá wa pín, tó máa di pé ó máa di nǹkan kékeré mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Good evening and welcome again. Friday, from today, ọ̀la Monday, ọ̀túnla Tuesday, ọjọ́ márùn-ún. Can we peacefully shut down the whole of Trafalgar Square axis up to going down to number 10 Downing Street to tell the country that put us together that 61 years of this independence, the 107 years of this contraction that you call Nigeria must now stop? Can we do that? Is it possible? Some Nigerians don't want that, and they live in this country. Not literally me, but they live here. Kò ṣe pé kò níwèé ẹ̀rọ páwọn tó lọ́lé ṣé àwọn èèyàn rò pé ẹni tó níwèé nìkan ni kò lọ́lé. Àìmọye àwọn tó ní British passport ló ṣe ń wò mí nísìn tó ń ná lórí ẹ̀ báyìí pé kèrè ó tútù bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìwọ bọ̀ yìí ò níṣẹ́ àbí tó yẹ kó lọ sùn àbí nǹkan tó ń sọ nínú yàrá ẹ̀kọ́ nìyẹn. Ìjọ ò ní wọ́n délé gbẹ̀yìn, tó bá délé ni wàá máa sunkún pé ha ìtọ́ sọ ilẹ̀ wa dì lélẹ́yìí. You think it's about Omitono Yale to Shikine? No. We are talking about poverty. Omotonpe, the poverty has kicked in. But we can change the direction, and that is what we are doing right now. You might not like, some of the things that they say, hey, kilo tu shele fun, e ma shele yi, e ba ma shele yi, sheri gbogbo yen. Some of the Yorubas are scared of the Fulani government. I've seen that already. So that means konse gbogbo wa la fi fight ìjà yìí. Kọ́kọ́ jókòó, sidetrack me. Not every one of us, even some not. I'm not talking about our Tangshe program. I'm talking about every single one of us. Some of you, millions of you, are scared of this nonsense country called Nigeria and the government of the day. We are already at war. It's because we are scared. But I wonder what we're scared of if we are truly ready to leave the country. That means we're still ready in here. Tabashi Mberu Fulani government. It doesn't matter whether it's APC, PDP, lower in state concon. I don't give a toss. I'm talking about the Fulani government that has made life miserable for us. Whether it is this government of 6 years or the shit-o government of the PDP or the previous one. But for 61 good years, they were unable to make our life better. Èmi wà ní 40-something, èyí tẹ́ wà ní 61. Ilé ayé yìí ṣó better láti jọ tí Nàìjíríà tẹ́yìn tí tó ti bí sínú Nàìjíríà. Ìyá 61, bàbá 61, ẹ̀gbọ́n 50, uncle 49. Ó jókòó sínú Nàìjíríà, ó ṣe ń bless Nàìjíríà, ó sọ pé happy Independence Day. Kí ló happy nípa ẹ̀? ẹ rò pọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe títì là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ nísìnyí. We are talking about pé Yorùbá fẹ́ dá dúró ó yàtọ̀ sí pé wọ́n ṣe títì kíní kan wọ́n bá máa ṣe títì kan fi títì lẹ̀. When we get to the direction we are going, gbogbo yẹn àmọ́ ni. I have lived there for over 2 decades. Ìṣojú mi ló ń fọ́lé odindi estate wọ́n máa wọ wálẹ̀ wá kàn mí síbẹ̀ nínú pé mo gbé nílùú yìí for 2 decades. Ìwọ kúrò nílé for 30 years ó padà lọ sílé agboolé yín kò tí develop. Ó wá ń sọ pọ́rọ̀ kìíní là ń sọ. A nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ ká develop. Ìran wa fẹ́ parẹ́. You might be looking at the fẹ́fẹ́rẹ́rì. Oríṣiríṣi fẹ́fẹ́rẹ́rì distraction oríṣiríṣi àwọn ẹ̀rọ pẹ̀lú big brother là ń sọ̀rọ̀. No. Oríṣiríṣi fẹ́fẹ́rẹ́rì ló wà Nàìjíríà because they are confused people. Ẹ fi ìpá àwọn Yorùbá ń kidnap àwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n kidnap gbogbo yẹn àmọ́ ni a máa wá bá wọn yẹn. Ẹlòmíì inú prison ló máa gbé. Àìmọye àwọn òyìnbó tó ń gbé inú prison nílùú yìí. Tó ti sentence bí i 10 years 7 years kó pààyàn. Prison lẹ́lòmíì inú yín máa gbé tẹ́jọ́ mọ́ Yorùbá. Àìtí dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wàá wá sọ pé torí à ń fẹ́ Yorùbá nation wá ń commit crime oríṣiríṣi tó ń wọ̀n ẹ̀. Gbé yẹn máa bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tá a bá débi tá à ń lọ. Ìwọ gbé yẹn máa bọ̀ tá a bá débi tá à ń lọ. Wàá wá mọ̀ pé ìlú tá à ń sọ yìí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bá jẹ́ pé gbígbé nílùú yìí tí bá yẹ pé mo ti commit crime tó le gan right o ò ní rí mi lórí ìjókòó báyìí tó bá jẹ́ pé law Nàìjíríà lèmi fi ń gbé níbí báyìí. Ìyẹn lẹ́lòmíì ò ṣe lè gbé nílùú òyìnbó. Àìmọye àwọn tó ń gbé nílùú òyìnbó tó yẹ pé wọ́n ò gbé níbí báyìí. Their life is still Nigeria because wọ́n ò fi adapt sínú system ìlú yìí. And that's why I keep telling you, I will be different from elders because if you think me gbé lélẹ̀, if you understand ìlú mi, mo gbé nílùú mi. I've lived here for 23 years. So in tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá máa sọ Nàìjíríà nílùú mi kò sí tó kàn mí. Èmi àti òyìnbó àjọ fẹ̀ kan kọ́ra. I understand them and I know how the system works. Gbogbo tí mò ń sọ mo ì tí sàn kankan tó dé mú pé kílé ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa dẹ̀ sọ yẹn Koiki Yoruba máa ti sọ yẹn náà. Ẹ̀yin sì ń bẹ̀rù Fúlàní ni èmi ò bẹ̀rù Fúlàní mọ́ because mo ti ní determination pé a fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. So tí wọ́n bá sì wà ní bẹ̀rù yẹn má kó bẹ̀rù yẹn báyìí mi kò sí inú family tiẹ̀ má tún wá kó báyìí mi because already millions of you are scared of this shit old government called the Fulani government. Kí lẹ wá ń jà fún Yorùbá fún? Then forget it kó máa gbé níbi tó ń gbé. Ìwọ tó ń gbé Nàìjíríà máa gbé Nàìjíríà ẹ lọ kí ìyà máa jẹ but àwa fẹ́ pín and we are determined. Millions of you are still scared. Ẹ má ti rí nǹkan kan báyìí kí tún lè léyìí o gbòòs kí ni dé kí lè ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́ni pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń bọ̀ lókè tílẹ̀ yóò kì gbà ilẹ̀ táwọn wọ̀nyí kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tó ń bọ̀ tí kò ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí láyé. Ìjà tá à ń jà yìí ìjà táwọn kan ti jà nígbà kan ni tó dẹ̀ win àwa náà dẹ̀ ti win eléyìí so kí la wá ń bẹ̀rù fún? Why are we scared? A náà fẹ́ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà kí la ń bẹ̀rù fún? Yorùbá kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwa Yorùbá nígbà kan nìyẹn ilẹ̀ tí àwa rí opportunity eléyìí lò sẹ́yìn bàbá wa tẹ̀ ń wò mí àyàn kú mi níbo lẹ́yìn ti rí opportunity láti jókòó nísìn tẹ̀ ń bá gbogbo àgbáyé sọ̀rọ̀ tí ọ̀nì kọ́kọ́ lọ gbé gbogbo truck kan wá tó máa connect satellite. Now we are now living in a digital world tí mo jókòó níbí báyìí nísìn gbọ́ mi ní all over the world ṣé ìyẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà era tí yín ni ṣe ṣe wá expect pé that same system yẹn la fi fi gba Yorùbá nation. A lè lo that same system. A máa lo system tó bá ń wọ́ọ̀kì fún wa ní wákàtí lásìkò yìí òun la fi gbà. And part of it is what they call the media war. Bàbá Akíntóyè gan sọ ó ní propaganda máa wà nínú nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. So ẹ mọ̀ mí nìkan pé propaganda ni. Ẹni a fi gba Yorùbá nation ẹ tún bẹ̀rù. Ẹ wá kó bẹ̀rù yín ẹ tún fẹ́ kó bá wa àjọ máa kó bá wa kan. Kí ló ń pè ní propaganda? Ẹ jẹ́ ká follow omi nìyẹn. Because I love when it comes to my Google, and I love the way bóun ṣe fẹ́ pronounce ẹ̀ nísìnyí ó yàtọ̀ sí òyìnbó tèmi ṣe fẹ́ pronounce ẹ̀ because èmi ṣe ń lo intonation òyìnbó ti Yorùbá but irú àwọn ọmọ tá a bí nísìn tó bá máa pe propaganda yẹn fún yín ó máa pè because ibi ìbàyẹn lọ bí òun sí àwa tó ọ̀bí síbí tó jẹ́ pé a migrate ni kí ló ń lé wa kiri nǹkan kankan ló ń lé gbogbo wa kiri ni tí ìlú wa bá dání ṣó yẹ káwa máa káàkiri bí ẹ̀ṣọ́ oníwò nímọ̀ ṣé tí ìlú wa bá dání ṣó yẹ káwa máa káàkiri à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé generation yìí ó yàtọ̀ sí generation tí dẹ̀ fẹ́ yẹ ká fi generation yìí ká fi bá wọn jà ká kúrò ẹ tún fẹ́ máa fi generation ti yín ẹ fẹ́ fi kó bá wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ jà fún wa nígbà yẹn púpọ̀ nínú ilé yẹ kẹ́ jà fún wa tẹ́ ẹ̀ jà púpọ̀ nínú náà lẹ́ni so many opportunity tó yẹ kẹ́ jà nígbà yẹn ẹ̀ jà nítorí pé òkìká tẹ̀ wá sọ pé fún díkan ìdíkejì wọ́n lọ́ọ̀kì yín ẹ má ti wá jẹ́ kí yẹn kẹ́ àwa fẹ́ unlock nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ ẹ ká gbọ́ kí ni meaning the pronunciation ẹ̀ kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀.
Propaganda.
Fún ní volume díẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ti ṣú lóòótọ́ but ó kọ́ra lọ sókè díẹ̀ ni kó má pọ̀ púpọ̀.
Propaganda.
What is the meaning of propaganda? Information, especially of the biased or misleading nature used to promote a political cause or point of view. A fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation ẹ wá ń sọ pé kò ní sí propaganda nínú ibẹ̀. Ta ló sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀? Who is telling you that there is not going to be propaganda ní nǹkan tá à ń ṣe? Èyí tó fẹ́ jẹ́ propaganda là ní láti máa fún yín ní pé àìléyìí o kí ló ṣe. There's a guy called Alastair Campbell. Àwọn tó bá mọ̀ dáadáa. Alastair Campbell. Let me put out his face. It's a communication strategy. Ẹni bá mọ̀ ló lè mọ̀. This guy, bó ṣe wà yìí, was the brain behind the invasion of the whole country called Iraq. Òun fúnra rẹ̀ ẹyọkan tẹ̀ ń wò yìí. This guy tẹ̀ ń wò yìí, Alastair Campbell, was the communication minister during Tony Blair. Nígbà tó yẹ pé lómi ò kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, àwọn tó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà gan, Nàìjíríà ò kúrò lára yín. Àìmọye àyín tí ẹ wà ní London, ẹ wà ní UK, ẹlòmíì ò dé Birmingham rí, kò mọ bó ṣe rí. Ẹlòmíì ò lọ lórí M25 rí, ẹlòmíì ò lọ nínú rural area rí, ẹlòmíì ò kúrò nínú agboolé tó jóore sí láti tó ti dé ìlú òyìnbó. Ẹ̀yin fẹ́ wá fi tiyín tún kó bá wa, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kẹ́ fi tiyín kó bá wa. Torí pé ẹ fẹ́ fi tiyín, ẹ tún fẹ́ fi kó bá wa generation yìí, ẹ ti kó bá wa already. Àdúrà ni kẹ́ ṣe fún wa, ẹ má tún fi ìbẹ̀rù sí wa lọ́kàn. Kí ló dé? Ìgbà tẹ́yìn mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ló dé tẹ́yìn ò jà? Kí ló dé tẹ́yìn ò jà fún wa nígbà yẹn? Torí nígbà táwa dìde nísìn tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń jà pé a pé lọ kí ló dé tẹ́yìn ò jà tẹ́ ẹ̀ jà fún wa. Ṣèbí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin grandma wa, ẹ̀yin grandfather wa, ẹ̀yin ọkọ wa, ẹ̀yin ọ̀gbọ́n mi. Tẹ́mi ò bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń pariwo nísìn àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn mi tó jẹ́ below my age Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó lù ẹ̀kọ́ máa dá sídìí léyàn lórí pé nígbà tí wọ́n náà gbé lóyìnbó fún 23 years ó wàá rí gbogbo nǹkan tó lè fi bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ tó lè fi nà wá lẹ́gba. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yin náà máa jà, ẹ̀yin tó wà lẹ́yìn yín náà máa jà. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ àwọn tó wà níwájú yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ara fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ o. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ àwọn tó wà láti age 50 lẹ́yìn kẹ́ máa fún wa ládùúrà torí pé ẹ jà on our behalf. Àwa wà ní our 40s ìjà tó yẹ kẹ́yìn ti jà ẹ jà. Ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́mi tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń jà fún àwọn tó wà below me, and I'm not fighting for myself, I'm fighting for every Yoruba sons and daughters. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter. Who is this guy? Who is Alastair Campbell? Gbọ́ rí àfáwọn tó bá ń gbé nílùú òyìnbó, àfẹ́ni tó bá ń follow the way things work internationally. This man, òun fúnra rẹ̀ nìkan, èèyàn kan péré, òun ló dá gbogbo wàhálà tí ẹ rí ní Iraq tẹ́ ń wò yẹn, ẹ̀yin bójú ẹja yìí. Because a lot of you do not even have an idea what some of these brains have done. Alastair Campbell is a writer, a communicator, and a strategist. Ẹ mọ̀ tán pè ní strategist. Let me go and find the meaning of strategist. Best known, ẹ máa gbọ́, best known for his role as a former British Prime Minister spokesman and the press secretary and the director of communication and strategy. A former Mind Champion of the Year. He is an ambassador for several mental health charities. He was born in 1957. He's only 64 years old. Nígbà tẹ́ gbé ẹlòmíì tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà tó kúrò nínú Amẹ́ríkà tó yẹ kojú kan ló wà tó ń paṣẹ láti send owó sílé. Àwa gbé Yorùbá nation jáde nísìn ẹlòmíì àkọ́ gbé ìgbà kiri keep quiet. Sọ fún yín pé tí mọ̀tàn bá yín fà. Alastair Campbell is only 1.991 height. Bó ṣe rọra wà yìí. Ẹni mọ̀ kó ẹni kó mọ̀ ni. Èmi sọ fún yín pé Britain lèmi gbé. Ẹ mọ̀ tán pè ní kíyàn wà nílùú kan fún 23 years. Joke lẹ́pẹ́ ni. I'm different. If I'm not proud of it, I am saying it, I am different. A different breed entirely. Èmi àti wọn jọ gbé ni, and I understand the game. Àwọn tá à ń bá fa wàhálà ẹ rò pé Yorùbá nation now lórí social media just like that òun la fi gbára Yorùbá nation. Nígbà tẹ́yìn mọ̀ yẹn ẹ̀yin bàbá wa èèyàn kó wa ẹ̀yin ò ṣe ti bá wa jàjà yẹn ká ti tètè kúrò nínú ẹ̀. Ẹ fi wá sílẹ̀ sínú dungeon, millions of lives bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìnyí they're dying. KOIKIMEDIA, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Alastair Campbell. Who is he? Let me increase the front a little bit. If you don't know him, let me tell you who this guy is. Everybody should have a joke with him. Sherry building tó wà Sherry ilé tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ nínú picture tẹ́ ń wò yìí. Ta ló lè sọ nǹkan tó lè rí? Let me see if I can bring it up a little bit. Ẹ jẹ́ n gbé picture jáde. Can somebody, ẹni tó bá ń follow wa dáadáa, mo tẹ̀ ti gbé jáde díẹ̀. Ta ló lè sọ nǹkan tóun lè rí? I was somewhere very close to bí tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí wà. Ta ló lè sọ bí tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn? Tó bá jẹ́ pé òun tẹ̀lé mi lóòótọ́, òun gbọ́ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ tó yẹ pé kan sọ pé àjọrí mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ kó. Yóò má ọ̀rọ̀ pé o nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi kọ́, ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ ni kó máa follow. Who can tell me where this guy was sitting giving this talk? I'm just waiting for the comment. That's if truly you are following KOIKIMEDIA. I can follow I'm like KOIKIMEDIA. Hey, I can. And if you don't know, I'll be able to tell you. But I'm still waiting. Chatham House, thank you very much. This was Alastair Campbell, a journalist, Director of Communication and Strategy for Number 10 between 1997 and 2003. Èmi bá nílùú yìí ní 1998 lèmi dé ìlú yìí. Just a year nígbà tí bọ̀bọ̀ ìtọ́ wọlé as a nígbà tí Labour Party táwọn èèyàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ Tony Blair gan wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ ẹlòmíì tó bá dá torí pé ìfẹ́ táwọn ní sí Tony Blair ní àwọn èèyàn ní dúdú púpọ̀ ṣe lọ bá Tony Blair náà lọ́n di Labour member. Níbo ni mo gbé yín lọ níjọ́ ni nígbà tẹ́ wéèwé mi ìbé mi sọ pé ìlú ilé mi gbé. This was where he was having an event in 2012. Ṣé 2012 ṣáà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation? Ṣé mi ti ń pariwo Yorùbá nation ní 2012 bí mo lè mí wà ìlú ìkọ́ ni mo wà? So ṣé èmi ò mọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí? Èmi ò mọ̀ pé Chatham House yẹn ó ní impact tó ń play ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i mo kí gbogbo wa tí ẹ ti fìdí kalẹ̀. So tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ mo mọ ohun tí mò ń sọ. Mo lè má mọ̀ tán but mo mọ ohun tí mò ń sọ. This is Alastair Campbell. Chatham House. Ìjọ́ ọ̀la ṣe lọ sí Chatham House. Ìjọ́ Thursday ni mo gbé lọ síbẹ̀. No, ìjọ́ Friday rather. Ṣé Friday? No. Ṣèbí Friday ni bàbá Gọ́sìmí sọ̀rọ̀ lábùú ìjọ́ Thursday. Bó ṣe rẹ̀ mí tó after tí mo délé ní òru ọjọ́ Wednesday. Gbogbo iná lẹ̀ ń fọ́lù bá ṣe ń káàkiri tá à ń fi oríṣiríṣi wọ̀nyí láti London Bridge. Mo gba London Bridge kọjá lọ́sàn-án. Mo tún mọ̀ kò gba route mi rárá kọjá. Mo tún gba ibẹ̀ kọjá lálẹ́ kẹ́lì rí bó ṣe rí lálẹ́. Bó ṣe rẹ̀ mí tó rẹ̀ mí teyín. Tí bàbá Akíntóyè dẹ̀ ń sọ fún wa pé a máa ṣiṣẹ́ tìdí wa máa gbóná ni. Ó yẹ kí n máa sùn báyìí nínà. But tí bá sùn tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa nílé tèmi ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa táwọn èèyàn wọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ torí pé wọn ò níná wọn ò ní íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì tèmi dẹ̀ ní íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn bọ̀ kò ń ṣọ̀fẹ́ ní máa sanwó fún ni kí ló dé tí mo kúkú wá rọ́jú kí n fi bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ bó jẹ́ èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta ló bá gbọ́ kọ́ lọ mú lò. Mo wá jí níjọ́ Thursday bó ṣe rẹ̀ mí tó mo wọ bathroom mo wẹ̀ mo wá gbé yín lọ sí Chatham House ẹ wá ń sọ pé kí ni Chatham House ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹlòmíì ni kí ni Chatham House ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation lọ́wọ́ bá o tí mọ pàǹpàǹ mọ àwọn tá à ń bá fa wàhálà rò pé Fúlàní lè ń bá fa wàhálà ni ẹlòmíì rò pé Fúlàní lòun bá fa wàhálà èmi sọ fún yín pé kò ń ṣe Fúlàní là ń bá fa rò pé Fúlàní tó ń pààyàn tó ń géèyàn lórí lè ń bá fa wàhálà ni. Mo rí ń bẹ̀ màmá mi Adésànyà lẹ́nu kí àwọn tó wà lórí ìlà pẹ̀lú wa mo rí ń bẹ̀ men's corner thank you very much Sally Alamade sorry if I don't pronounce it very well yeah Chatham House Abdul Samiu Abubakar thank you Israel Olaleye Adeyemi Akingold Prince Lasun Bakari Ọmọjọwọ Ebenezer Olúmáìn màmá mi Wùnmí tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi ń dárúkọ gbogbo wa látara pé ọmọlúàbí ni wá. Ọmọ́táyọ̀ Ayọ̀ọ́lá, Idris Abdulkarim, Rasheed Balogun, Overcome, mo rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ màmá mi Grace Senior, Chatham House, tẹ́ bá mọ̀ hey, long about. It is 12 a.m. in location 9, same time here in UK. Good evening to you, fellow Lekki. I was watching you on Mayegun as well earlier on. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ o, ká mọ̀ lódòdó. Mayegun àárín, àyìn bí number 1. Chatham House. What is the implication of this building? Chatham House. Chatham House. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí àkókalẹ̀. Yoruba nation now, no going back. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin younger brother mi tí ẹ̀yin ẹ má worry o. Ṣẹ́rí generation tó wà before us, Ọlọ́run bá wa kó túbọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí gbogbo wọn. Ẹ̀mí ẹlòmíì ni wọ́n máa pé 61, ẹlòmíì máa pé 65, 63, 50 something. Bó ṣẹ́rí èmi ò ní jẹ́ kí ẹ dé stage yẹn ká tó fọ́ọ̀lù yẹn sí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó di yányá kó fọ́ dànù. Àdúrà tèmi nìyẹn. Èmi á tún máa bẹ̀rù Fúlàní. Àwa bẹ̀rù àwọn òyìnbó yìí, àwọn òyìnbó tó kó wa sí yọ́yọ́ yìí. Níta máa bára gbogbo àjọ máa bára wa fà. Ẹ̀rí tó lọ l'Amẹ́ríkà. It shows that the Yorubas are ready for anything. Kékeré lọ rí l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ó sì máa kọjá stage yẹn tó bá di pátápátá. Do you ever think that in America you can see Yoruba people running after ole, nígbà kíní kan? Have you ever seen that before? It shows that people are tired of a system that has locked our potentials. Mo rí tí evangelist Jídé Igi tó ń sọ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn pé òun ṣe lè ní masters, òun ní kinní kan olórí burúkú kan ó gbé wá láti north, ó wá ń jẹ gàba lórí òun ní New York. Mo sọ fún yín, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde confam, and he's just doing it for fame, he's doing it for money. Ọdẹ ibi tí mo wà ọkàn mi balẹ̀, mo lè má ní ọkàn wa bá ṣe ọdẹ àtàwọn gbé lóyìnbó ọkàn wa wo ẹlòmíì àkáǹtì dormant ní London bó ṣe ń wọlé. Mo ń gbọ́ Máyégún tó ń sọ pé òun send over £1,000 sílé every month, just like so many of us as well. But àwọn wò pé ṣé bá ṣe máa continue ni, is that the way it's going to continue? Mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ màmá mi Grace all the way from Dublin. Thank you very much, my brother Joshua. Yeah, Chatham House is where all aspirant presidents to be paid homage and their allegiance. Allegiance to the Otigbisalo. Thank you for your support and your love, my brother. I can see you there, Penny. Yeah, Chatham House is European version of Security Council of America. Thank you very much, my brother Joshua. Only Chatham House is the European version of the Security Council of America. Ibẹ̀ ni mo gbé yín lọ níjọ́ Thursday, because èmi mọ̀ pé ibẹ̀ yẹn àfẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. Àwọn tẹ̀ tí pè wá pé ká wá sọ̀rọ̀ pé òkè Yorùbá nation náà kátẹ́ gbọ́ tẹnu yín náà yín tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation yìí. Ẹ wá rò pé ìjà Fúlàní nìkan là ń jà. Then if we do not get all those opportunities, what then happen? Alastair Campbell, Oshara Jokwe, Enikomo. Thank you very much for the love and the support, my brother Joshua. And I greet all our friends, brothers, uncles, sisters, mothers, aunties, children, wherever you are around the world. We appreciate every single one of you. Don't get confused that what is these people talking? You know, my mom is talking about Yoruba, but I was told before, nobody was Nigeria. It was created by Great Britain. That creation of Nigeria was for their own economic reason. And the reason why the next generation are leaving Nigeria, like me that had left 20 years ago, is we are now the second migrant slave that they did not take by ship. I came by plane, bought ticket, get visa. Ẹlòmíì ní Kóìkì tí ẹ ti pọ̀ ìwọ tó wọ́n bá dèrú ìwò ní tí wọ́n máa ṣe ó máa ju tèmi lọ. Ó mọ̀ pé mi ti kúrò létí pẹ́. So I can get angry knowing what I've seen for more than 20 years. 20 years wá jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan kékeré ni. So ó lè má dùn ẹ́ bó ṣe ń dùn ẹ́ mi because I have lived with this system. So nígbà tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation dé èmi ti mọ̀ pé definitely system tá ti ń gbé pẹ̀lú and pẹ̀lú àwọn knowledge information tá tún wá ń ṣe tó ń jáde lọ́tún lósì kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé à ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà dá tẹ́lẹ̀ náà. Go and look at all my work that I've done before. A lè má sọ pé ká move kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà lọ sí kíní. I have always condemned that Nigeria is not working. I went back to Nigeria in 2015. Mo ń sunkún lójoojúmọ́ ni nígbà tí mo dé Àgùdà tí mo wá Àgùdà lórí báyìí kí ló bá lọ ṣe. Ó dàbí mo tẹ̀ mọ́ tí mo lè fi ṣàpèjúwe. Mo jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì báyìí ìjọra alẹ́ ni mo dé nígbà tí mo jí láàárọ̀ tí mo jáde síta báyìí mo ráwọn nǹkan ń ta bàbá ìjẹ̀bú ṣé life lélẹ̀ ṣá. Ṣé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lágbolé tiẹ̀ náà. So tí Lagos bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ lè compare gbogbo àwọn ìlú yẹn ṣé gbogbo àwọn ìlú yẹn àwọn yẹn tí wọ́n ti condemn. Messed up country. It's a complete messed up country. But some of us are in denial because we do not know what they call the propaganda. Let's say it again.
Propaganda. Propaganda.
Kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀? Níbo ló ti ń lò? Nígbà wo ló máa ń lò? Nígbà wo ni wọ́n kì í lò? Ṣé ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n á béèrè lọ́wọ́ yìí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa lálẹ́ yìí tẹ́ láǹfààní. Can we use propaganda in the course of this fight? Because bàbá fúnra rẹ̀ professor wọn sọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Bí a ti gbà tí bàbá sọ àtúwá disagree pẹ̀lú bàbá. But can it be used in the course of fighting the Yoruba nation? Ǹjẹ́ a lè fi propaganda náà jàjà yìí àbí a gbọ́dọ̀ lò ó? Ìbéèrè ni. Chatham House ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Chatham House controls Economic Forum which control IMF. IMF and the World Bank controls the president of the world, especially Africa. Ọlọ́run bá ń kẹ́ Joshua. Ṣé gbọ́ ẹ lọ sórí YouTube kẹ́ lọ ka nǹkan tó ń kọ síbẹ̀. Mo á gbé yín lọ sí Chatham House ẹlòmíì ní kí nìyẹn ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Àwọn tó ń control resources wa gangan nìyẹn. Àwa wá di second class citizen. Do you know what it means to be a second class citizen in your own country? Alastair Campbell is a journalist. Am I a journalist? Yes. Am I a director of communication and strategy? Maybe not, maybe yes. Maybe I'm still working towards that. But I'm doing my best. So kí ni ìyàtọ̀ èmi àti eléyìí nísìn? Tó bá jẹ́ pé eléyìí ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation nísìn ni, gbogbo tó bá sọ la máa gbà. Gbogbo tó bá sọ pátá. Because àwọn eléyìí ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ fún Tony Blair. Kí Blair sọ pé no. Mélòó ni Blair mọ̀? He worked as the Blair spokesman and campaign director láti 1994 títí dé 1996. Then ó ṣe wá padà lọ jẹ́ Downing Street press secretary. Ẹ mọ̀ tó ń pè ní press secretary ni gbogbo tó fẹ́ jáde ní number 10 Downing Street ó máa kọ́kọ́ gba wájú ẹ̀ kọjá. Chichi kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Alastair Campbell. Bí ẹni tẹ́mi mọ̀ tí mo ti rí títí because he's the only person I was able to ẹ mọ̀ pé 97 98 lèmi dé Louis. So because I was used to wọ́n máa ń pè wọ́n ní Blairite. I love Tony Blair gan nígbà yẹn. Tony Blair. I remember my first conference tí mo bá wọn lọ ní Brighton. Bó ṣe rí wa báyìí, ó ní these are my Nigerian security. No. This kò ṣe rí àwọn eléyìí làwọn eléyìí ṣe terrorist. That was then in 1998. My first conference in this country mo tẹ̀lé wọn lọ ní Brighton. Màá wá picture yẹn ó dà ń pé wà lọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ sí mi. Ǹjẹ́ tí rí wọn lórí line lẹ́ lálẹ́. Ìyá kẹ́ ó sùn tì ọmọ ẹ̀ wà lórí show. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé náà tẹ́yin tẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó. Gbogbo pátápátá ni mo kí. Bí àtòrí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe mọ bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ and by knowing him mo follow ẹ̀ dáadáa ní kò ń ṣe tó lè sọ fún mi. Hey, Mama Wani, can we look for the like of Alastair Campbell to help us for ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn Yorùbá tó ju Alastair Campbell wá lọ ọwọ́ dán lọ́n àìdí ni à ń bẹ̀rù Fúlàní ẹlòmíà pè sórí show àwa là ń ṣe show ẹ má yẹ kí n dárúkọ mi kí n bẹ̀rù Fúlàní nìyẹn ẹ má yẹ kí n dárúkọ mi lórí show orúkọ ò lè ń dá. We continue to give praises. You're right. All praises and honor, glory to the Most High. Àwa ní Ọlọ́run, forget about irú Ọlọ́run tó bá máa sọ bí Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ni bí a ti Kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni bí a ti Mùsùlùmí ni but Ọlọ́run ọba tá a ní ó náà ti tú wa sílẹ̀ àwa láì tí fi túra wa lẹ̀. Bọ̀bọ̀ tó jókòó tẹ̀ ń wò yìí tó jókòó tẹ̀ rọra ń wò yìí ẹ jẹ́ n tún kà á fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Alastair John Campbell. Ẹ máa wo correlation here. He was born in May 25th of May 1957. I was born in May 31st. Sherry pattern here is a Gemini, just like myself. Dele Momodu is also a Gemini. Ọmọ May ni Bob D. Kan káàkiri ń tiẹ̀ ni. Ó wà lọ́sùn pẹ̀lú àwọn bàbá ẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn. Ìyẹn náà fi jẹ gọ́vnọ̀. Tó bá jẹ gọ́vnọ̀ tán nísìn yẹn, àfi kí Davido ya control governor's house ní Ọ̀ṣun state. Àwọn kan máa aláyé bàbá Davido. Àwọn Adélékè. Ọkọ̀ olúkàlùkù kan olúkàlùkù ṣàfi jẹ tiẹ̀. Ẹ lọ gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó jẹ gọ́vnọ̀ náà gbogbo wọn dà. I was reading Rashidi Ladoja on Tribune. Rashidi, and look at all of them. At the end of the day, Ladoja, I hope I spell it right. Anyway, Google might help me. You need to stress the brain. Be Nigeria si legbe. Agbejade nisin. Okay, Matiko. Rashidi la sọ kí ló wá sọ di Rashidi Ladoja. Okay, no, not Rashidi Ladoja. Yeah, the former governor. It's in them streamlining. Ladoja was impeached. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Tribune. Ẹ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Tribune. Ó fi lọ mú ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ jáde. Ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè ní journalist. A máa ń káàkiri ni. Because ó máa especially tá à ń ṣe Yorùbá nation yìí. Wàá lọ máa wá news gbogbo nǹkan tó relate mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Òun lélẹ̀. Ẹ rí i pé mo parọ́. Ẹni tẹ́ bá ń follow wa lórí social media. Ẹ rò pé easy ni kí a máa káàkiri kí ló ń sọ kí nìkan tó ń sọ on the 26th ló sọ̀rọ̀ èní 27 get out. Kí nìkan tó sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ níbí. Ó ní we must discuss breaking up or keeping Nigeria. A láti discuss ọ̀rọ̀ yìí yóò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tá a máa fi sábẹ́ àwọn sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tá a máa fi sábẹ́ àwọn sọ. Ìsídà ká break ẹ̀ àbí ṣá fẹ́ keep ẹ̀ àwọn ò lè fi keep ẹ̀ because keeping ẹ̀ yẹn kò ní ìwúlò kankan fún wa. Ẹ ṣé gan ni màmá mi Wùnmí Senator Rashidi Ladoja òun lè ń wò yìí. Nígbà kan wọ́n ní tí ṣífù bá ti gbọ́rọ̀ Ladoja kò ní ṣe Yorùbá nation mọ́ because member pd ìyẹn la fẹ́ jẹ ni. Ṣífù ní àkúrò ṣe Yorùbá nation lòun fẹ́ ibi dáadẹ́ lọ náà nìyẹn. I will remain ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè ní lawyer ni. But boy, Alastair Campbell, ó loyal tán pẹ̀lú gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ìròyìn ṣe ń condemn Tony Blair, ó loyal sí. Sọ fún mi pé my loyalty to chief is non-negotiable. Kí gbogbo yín dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, mo loyal sí pa. Ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ dọ̀la kẹ máa sọ oríṣiríṣi. My loyalty to Chief Sunday Igboho will remain forever ni. Forever. Doesn't matter what anybody is saying, what èèyàn kan jẹ́ kò ń ṣe show kan, èèyàn ṣe show lórí Koiki, èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ Koiki, èèyàn kan gbé voice note Koiki, ìyẹn la fẹ́ jẹ ni. I remain loyal to Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà tí mo pè ní Ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Thank you very much, Frank Abiola. Welcome to the program. Ẹ má bínú kìíní ẹ̀ máa ń tètè tán ní Instagram ẹ̀ máa pé 40 minutes ló máa ń fún yàn. But the other one máa ń lọ longer, so I don't know why one ends quicker than the other. And àwọn kan dẹ̀ máa dẹ̀ ní àwọn sí lórí Facebook, àwọn sí lórí YouTube, so ìdí kẹrin gbogbo bíi everywhere they need to capture everybody. Àwọn kan wà ní sí kan bá wa lọ lórí Instagram. Okay, thank you very much for those of you that are on Instagram. Why am I bringing this man out? Is for us to understand that we are fighting a big fight. Because when they were preparing to invade Iraq, this was the guy. This guy is behind part of it, if not the whole. But he is part of it. Let's look at his background again, according to what we have on Wikipedia. I can see you there, Bobby, Tim, Olufere. Thank you very much. Alastair John Campbell, born 25th of May 1957, is a British journalist, author, strategist. Strategist. Man feel like break or wale dáadáa. Kí ló ń pè ní strategies? Àwọn lè sọ pé àwọn ọmọ gbogbo ẹ̀, but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ tẹ́ jókòó sẹ́yìn tẹ́ ẹ fi dá sí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rù Fúlàní strategies.
Strategist.
Ṣẹ́ni bó ṣe pé ṣẹ́ni bó òyìnbó yẹn ṣe pé.
Strategist.
A person skilled in planning action or policy. Èmi lè má lè plan a policy, mo lè má lè plan action, but ìwọ̀nba tí KOIKIMEDIA ń ṣe lójoojúmọ́ ààrẹ náà ni. Thank you very much. Tunde James ó lè confirm ẹ̀. Ó ní is the brain box of Tony Blair. Ẹgbọ́n kan tó bá lè pè yàn kan ní brain box. Àwọn Tony Blair ò lè ṣe nǹkan kan without bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run bá o. Àmọ́ tá à ń fà. Àwọn èèyàn tí ẹlòmíràn tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Yorùbá nation tá gbé dání. Apart from pé ó léwu nínú, kí léwu yẹn? Politician lè máa wá wa irú àwa báyìí nísìn. Ibi tẹ́ bá ti rí Koiki. Ọlọ́run ò lè fún wọn ní ìyẹn ṣe. Ẹlòmíì nísìn àdúrà tí tẹ́lẹ̀ ni pé ó yẹ kó bá Koiki nílé ṣífù ni. Kí ló dé tó bá Koiki tí wọ́n wà lọ tó wà tó bá wá mú mi nílé ṣífù ṣé màá wà ní bíbá nísìn máa sọ̀rọ̀. À ń bẹ Ọlọ́run nísìn kó bá wa fi Lady K sílẹ̀ Àtọ́ládélé. Ṣé ń gbà tó ti mú Lady K nísìn gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀tì Lady K ń ṣe nísìn ìjà rẹ lòmíì tó replicate nǹkan tí Lady bí bàbá tẹ̀ ráwọn mẹ́wàá tó bá jáde kò lè dàbí Lady K láyé. Gbogbo ẹnu ni mo fi sọ. Because bí Lady K ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó máa yàtọ̀ sí àwọn mẹ́wàá tó fẹ́ jáde yẹn. Kò ń ṣe pé àwọn kan tí jáde náà lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti mú Lady K. But kò lè dàbí bí Lady K ṣe analyse ẹ̀. Ibẹ̀ mi ṣe ń sọ ó yàtọ̀ sí bí Lady K ṣe ń sọ. Bí Lady K ṣe ń sọ ó yàtọ̀. Gbogbo wa la ní ẹ̀bùn tọ́lọ́run fún. But wọ́n pe àwa kan pé àwa kan ti wà nínú system bíbà. Bí Ọlọ́run wá fi mí sí bíbà yìí I don't know. But ní tí mo mọ̀ ní sí ni ká ní ká pín Nàìjíríà. It's a strategies. Kí ló ń pè ní strategies? Àwọn wo ló ń pè ní strategies? Iṣẹ́ wo ni strategies máa ń ṣe? Thank you very much, Olaide. What is the role tó bá sọ pé yàn strategies? Ẹ jẹ́ increase front yẹn because ó kéré díẹ̀ ẹ lè má rí dáadáa. Ẹ jẹ́ increase it. Tábàdàn tó fẹ́ bá wa dá sí is an open conversation. You can always call in.
Strategist.
A person, èèyàn. Tó bá sọ pé a person, èèyàn ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. It could be any one of us. Kò mí pé torí àwa jókòó sórí mídíà tá à ń pariwo tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀. Àìmọye internet strategies ẹ ṣì wá ń wá Koiki tó bá máa bá yín fàṣẹ sí tó máa fi stamp lé lórí. Ẹ̀ ń dúró de Chief Sunday Igboho. No! Every one of us has a role to play. Role tèmi lè ní play. Ìwọ náà play role tiẹ̀. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo wa o. Mo kí wa lọ́mọdé, mo kí wa lágbàlagbà. In planning, action. Kí ni nǹkan tá à ń sapá a fẹ́ action. Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ ti pọ̀ jù. A fẹ́ action. Okay, tá a bá fẹ́ action, àwọn ló máa plan ẹ̀. Ṣé Koiki náà ló máa plan ẹ̀ ni àbáwọn ẹlòmíì ló máa plan ẹ̀? Ẹ wá máa gbọ́ o. Policy. Kí ló ń pè ní policy? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n highlight ẹ̀. Torí ẹlòmíì lè ní Koiki gbogbo tó ń ká yẹn wò rí. Mo dẹ̀ ti increase the front yẹn dáadáa. But mo fẹ́ ká túbọ̀ rí dáadáa níbí báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n túbọ̀ blow ẹ̀ sókè díẹ̀ sí. Advantage computer nìyẹn. Kò dàbí ìtàn àwọn bàbá wa lò tẹ́lẹ̀. Typewriter ni gbogbo wọn lò. Typewriter ni gbogbo wọn lò. Táwọn tó lo typewriter la máa fi wé àwa tá à ń lo computer ní ṣe tí wọ́n ní láti stress ara ni. mo wá Ládọjà lẹ́ẹ̀kan mo sáré fèsì gbá sí ló fi mi jáde ẹ jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́ mínínì ká tún ṣẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí.
Strategist.
Kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn wo ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wo làwọn máa ń ṣe aláwọn tó ní PhD lọ́wọ́ aláwọn tó ní masters lọ́wọ́ aláwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ ní military ẹ sì tún pé Kóìkì ẹ̀yin lẹ máa plan yẹn ní láti sọ fẹ́ mi ìtẹ́ bá fi ṣe ní kólúkálukú máa ṣe èyí tèmi mọ̀ lèmi ń bá ìjọba fà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn kò dẹ́ ṣe Nigerian government nìkan mò ń bá fa wàhálà mò ń bá gbogbo àgbáyé fa wàhálà níbi kan láti tú wa sílẹ̀ a lè continue báyìí kò work kọ́ máa fi wá ṣe statistics a send kìíní kan billion lọ sílé àwọn máa fún wa ní aid àwọn máa fún no we don't want all that nonsense what we want is we want out of this messed up country that has locked the potentials of millions of people ẹlòmíì ní sanwó ẹ̀ sùn pẹ̀lú ibi ni a person èèyàn skilled ó ní ìmọ̀ ó ní ọpọlọ tí Ọlọ́run fún ẹ̀bùn ni mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá mi Simon Adébísí mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o màmá mi Afọláṣadé Àríkè Adé gbogbo wa ni mò ń kí bí ṣe ń kẹ́yìn pásítọ̀ ẹni bá pè mí tó bá gẹ́ẹ̀tì mi ẹ má fi ṣèbínú ẹ bá sẹ́ndì mẹ́sẹ̀jì tí ń bá ẹ tí kà ẹ má fi ṣèbínú gbogbo yín tẹ̀ ń wò wá náà la dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Action ẹlòmíràn pé á ní Kóìkì kò sí action now ẹ̀yin náà plan action yẹn ẹ kọ́ àwọn kan jọ kẹ́ plan action yẹn policy lágbára Ọlọ́run àwọn tí wọ́n draft and I hope they will reach out because ọba tún send message mo lè má rí o ẹjọ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ mi ẹ pè wọn náà máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí because wọ́n ní sọ̀rọ̀ lórí constitution ẹ̀ mo sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí mo lè má ṣe analysis ẹ̀ bí Máyégún ṣe ìyẹn lọ́lọ́run ṣe fún gbogbo alẹ́ fún ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ Máyégún ṣe analysis ẹ̀ fẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ Máyégún ẹlòmíràn ní wọn gbọ́ Simon Ekpa problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹ má bá Biafra ṣe àbá Biafra problem ti yín nìyẹn ẹ má dàpọ̀ mọ́ Biafra èmi sọ fún yín pé ta bá gbalẹ̀ wa constitution wa ọmọ Ìgbò mi gan ṣì máa mọ Biafra mi gan ṣì máa kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ wa based on constitution Alfayed ta gbogbo tó ní nílùú ìní pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó ní tí ẹmọ tó tàdánù ni kéèyàn ta odindi harrod ó yẹ kó keep ẹ̀ nínà for future generation àbẹ́mọ̀ pé Alfayed ló ní harrod ó tàdánù dànù harrod had what they call the royal crown àbí kí ló máa ń pè that means pé àwọn royal family wọ́n lè ra nǹkan nínú harrod store ó padà tàdánù ni tó bá British fa wàhálà kan tó bá sọ pé ó ra létí wọn ní kó lọ tálé ẹ̀ dànù kó get out ìgbà tó wá ra létí bíbá nǹkan and then so what ó bá ní British passport àìmọ́ àwọn tó ti deport dànù for so many reasons tó bá wá ní British passport nǹkan wá deport ẹ bá lọ ṣe tó jẹ́ kó ṣe ẹ̀fí ìpè tó lọ ní British passport tí wọ́n bá ní ìjẹ́wọ́ ọmọ ọ̀fẹ́ǹsì tó ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ń wò yẹn ẹlòmíì ẹ̀ wo ọjọ́ iwájú àwọn ọmọ yín máa commit offence mi wá deport wọn padà lọ Nàìjíríà àwọn dé Nàìjíríà di nuisance àmọ́ àwọn tó ti padà lọ sílé tẹ́kọ̀ wọ́n regret ẹ̀ so somebody is gonna come and talk to us on this constitution properly mo ti sọ fún wọn wọ́n ní láti fún wa léèyàn tó máa wá ṣàlàyé fún wa ni I did my own best talking about it when we first got it I know there were lórí website wa àdẹ̀gbẹ́ kúrò níbẹ̀ it's not the final constitution it's just the proposal let's come back to the strategies àwọn yẹn ló kọ policy ṣé àwọn tó kọ nísìn tá a bá lọ wo àwọn tó kọ kínní ṣé èmi ní ìmọ̀ bíi tiwọn ni oríṣiríṣi ọpọlọ ló fi kọ kalẹ̀ let me go towards the end ká lọ wo àwọn tó kọ ẹlòmíì nú wọn ẹ̀bùn tọ́lọ̀ fún nìyẹn so every one of us has a different role to play òun ló ń pè ní strategies orúkọ wọn jáde Jerry we have 502 days before that fraudulent election are we doing enough to make sure that election does not hold àwọn tó kọ kí nìyẹn ni mo wọ ẹ má bínú okay jẹ́ kí n download ẹ̀ báyìí kó má waste time wa kó má lọ towards the end yẹn lórúkọ gbogbo àwọn tó bá wa kọ àwọn tó lọ fún lẹ́bùn tó dáa tó bá wa kọ constitution yìí draft ni o so tẹ bá ń rórúkọ wọn nísìn ìtàn pè ní àwọn strategies làwọn eléyìí àwọn jókòó kalẹ̀ wọ́n máa fún yàn kankan ní paragraph àbí nǹkan tó máa ní kọ́ lọ kọ lórí ẹ̀ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn produced for the Yoruba nation of the Yoruba people through the Yoruba Strategic Alliance ni wọ́n jẹ́ strategies kan làwọn eléyìí jẹ́rí phd bó ṣe ń sùn lọ kí ni meaning DBM yẹn torí mo tẹ̀ mọ́ meaning nìyẹn wọ́n dà pé àwọn barrister ni ló ń lo ESQ ẹlòmíì wà nù wọn tó ní masters ìkànnì wọn tẹ̀ wá ń bẹ̀ ẹnu wọn tó má tẹ̀ dárúkọ wọn ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ ló wà lẹ́yìn ni and a fi gba Yorùbá nation gbogbo. Strategies can also mean special plans or sophisticated plan. You're right, Ayeni. So nǹkan méjì là ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí, ǹjẹ́ a lè lo propaganda lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń bá lọ ẹ̀, àwọn ogan ni strategy nínú nǹkan tá à ń bá lọ ẹ̀. You might not agree with everything, but ẹ kàn máa wò pé okay, it's still a mission, it's still a movement. Ẹlẹ́rìí tó bá ti gbọ́n kan kékeré báyìí ara wọn máa bó máa ṣọ kí lè dé. Gani Alágbàlá, Michael Awosanya PhD, David Olúṣọlá Bákí DVM. Ó dà pé Mọ̀mísí mi ti wà live lórí YouTube. No, okay, lára àwọn backend ti mọ ẹ̀yẹn. Thank you very much. Wọ́n kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí YouTube. Ẹ bá ń kí wọn dáadáa. Ayẹni, good morning. John Ogunniyi Brown, engineer. Deborah Balogun PhD. PhD wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí máìmáì. PhD ní Dr. Bí ìyàn ní PhD Fúlàní kọ́ padànù ọkọ̀ ọkọ̀ gbókò ẹ̀sẹ̀gbẹ́ kan ṣá. Ẹni tó ní PhD wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí àgbà tí ọlọ́ra bírèdà àkàrà lọ́dọ̀ ọmọ. Ẹni tó ń ta bírèdà àkàrà gan ṣe tó bá dé stage kan náà máa di PhD mọ́ nínú ẹ̀. But à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé kéèyàn lọ kàwé tó ní PhD. Ọ̀pá tó ẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ̀yàn tó ń pa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Ẹ wá ní pẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rù Fúlàní. Adéwálé Ifábùkúnmi PhD, Kọ́láwálé Ilésanmí ilé ní PhD, ó tún ní tán pè ní FCA, Daniel Oyetayo Kenomore PhD, Ọláfúyì Ọ̀jẹ́níyì, Adérẹ̀mílẹ́kún Ọmọjọlá ESQ, Chief Túndé Ọmọlólú Olúṣẹ́gun Òṣóṣànyà, Masters, Princess Moyo Sage, and then the other person called Nkama Darukon. Timiola, good morning. We're still down here. Yoruba Nation. What was our expectation out of the United Nations? Ongoing, because Kotikpari, it is still ongoing. Ibukun, I can see you again here. So I'm watching your comments during the Mayigun program. Good morning now. Strategies. Àwọn kan máa create a policy. Àwọn kan máa plan action. Ẹ wá máa gbọ́n kan tó sọ níbẹ̀. Ó ní especially in a war or politics is a cunning military strategist. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó tún lò mẹ́rin. Cunning yẹn náà tún ní meaning ọ̀tọ̀ tún ní meaning nìyẹn o. Kíyàn bá jẹ́ cunning tó tún wá jẹ́ strategist, ilẹ̀ ti dàrú. And we are fighting a war to allow us to give us the final peace of mind as Yoruba people. Because the moment tó bá ti lu aago yẹn pé gbágán Yoruba nation ti dé o, Yoruba nation ti dé o, peace of mind ó wọlé dé. And gbogbo tó dẹ̀ máa kò ní policy, strategy, àwọn náà fi defend ara wa. Russia defend Syria, ǹjẹ́ mọ̀dí? Nítorí pé Russia ní agbára yẹn. Wọ́n send steel plane wọn méjì lọ sí Syria. Ẹni tó bá bídà kó wá. Ẹ mọ̀gbà tó ti fẹ́ yọ Al-Assad tó wà ní Syria ni. Russia ló fún ní backing náà. Torí pé wọ́n ní strategy, wọ́n ní military action lọ́wọ́, wọ́n ní gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. Táwa náà bá débẹ̀ ká dígbàgbà Yorùbá nation tán. Táwa náà ká build ara wa for maybe another 30 years. Kọ́lọ́n fún gbogbo wa lẹ́mìí gbógun àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́ ti dàgbà àtàwa táyì ti dàgbà. Ẹ rí i pé àwọn generation tó ń bọ̀ wá máa sọ pé yes, àwọn wáyé wá. Àti ráyé wá báyìí. Ẹni bá rò pé òun ráyé wá kọ́lé sí Nàìjíríà wá rò pé ó ti ráyé wá. You are wasting your time. Ilé tó máa lọ tó lè pa sínú ilé yẹn. Mo wo Insta blog Naija kí ló ń pè é, mo ka comment kan níbẹ̀ nínú Twitter wọn. Nigeria is a funny country. A neighbor was tapping. This is another thing for those of you at home. You better go and be checking your light, because a neighbor was tapping the next neighbor house power. Tí yẹn bá tan generator, òun lo air condition. Ẹni tan generator gan tan air condition for 6 good months. That country is a total messed up. The neighbor was tapping the electricity. Yet but imagine the person that is now but air conditioner and the guy kept servicing the air condition every time. I mean the generator. In the first place, they should not even be using generator. Mo le tap kin ba mo ṣe fẹ́ tap náà neighbor mi tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi nísìn. Màá wá lọ tap náà ẹ̀ pé kí mi fi lè faná. It's still part of the shit hole country. Hey, why are you laughing, Timmy? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó wà lórí Insta blog, lọ sórí Twitter, you see there. Àbí? Lèmi Koiki ẹ̀rọ̀pá ẹlòmíràn ní àsọdùn nìyẹn máa ń sọ tí àbá wà lórí iṣẹ́ ní òṣè gbogbo ló wá mọ̀ ni. Because iṣẹ́ tí Koiki ń ṣe nìyẹn, I go round so that we can see so many things happening. You know, Insta blog, how I should spell it? Insta blog, kò gbé jáde báyìí náà. Okay, that one will that kind of illnesses. I'm spelling it again. Mo kàn tẹ̀ ń rẹ́rìn ni. Mr. Blog Naija Wikimedia. Má stress me. Mo lower. Mo get the spelling it dada. Okay, well, I can say something close by. Naira Marley Star Blog. A popular site. Watching, I was like, nígbà tí èèyàn lo náà níná, iná tó ń ṣe tiẹ̀ ló ń lò. Ẹ má bínú ọmọ, get the spelling and that. Okay, I can find out from here now. Okay, Insta blogging. Okay, Insta blogging. Minimum. Insta only any Insta blogging. Only day. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá wá sísàlẹ̀. Ó ń lo iná neighbor ẹ̀, ó fi ń power air condition tiẹ̀ nínú. Ẹni tó níná gan kò ń tan generator sùn. Kò ń tan generator sùn. You can see the madness in that country. Madness every day. Everybody is stressed out. Ẹ tó wá tún generator ṣe kàn wonder pé kí ló dé tó ń tún generator ṣe ọdí. Ṣé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí nìyẹn? You know, madness every day. Every day na one bad news, one development that is just keep asking that. Ṣé bá ṣe mo máa bá lọ nílé? Àná ẹlòmíì ò dé bí ṣe máa ń sọ ẹlòmíì ò mọ reason tí a ṣe jẹ wọ́n. Okay, ẹni tó ń tún generator ṣe nísìn for 6 good months. Ìgẹ́ yẹn nísìn akọ̀ sọ pé the neighbor yẹn máa ní na God ilé náà ọ̀nà accident ó survive ẹ̀ tó bá máa wí tán ní sọ́lé ní ìyá ìjẹ́ kan ni o. Bí a títì tó dáa tó ń sáré burúkú tó ti fa ó lè ti fa gbóyó tó ti mú gbogbooro. That's why I don't pity the singer Ìṣàfẹ́mi. Ẹ̀rọ náà accident. Kí ni ẹni ṣe pẹ̀lú kí ni ká wá ṣe sí yẹn? Tá bá wa lọ wa bọ̀ ní sí ó lè ti mú gbogbooro yóò kò dẹ̀ sọ́lọ́pàá kankan tó máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Everybody go just dey para every day. Ṣé ọmọlẹ̀ wà ní London? Kí ló dé tó ṣe ọmọlẹ̀ wà ní London? Tẹ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ kó ṣe ọmọlẹ̀ wà ní London yẹn ará London yìí. Ọ̀yọ́ máa ní ṣe bí wọn náà ará London ṣé òun lélẹ̀? So I have been ẹ máa wòran. So I have been fixing both my generators back to back. Ẹ má bínú papọ̀ tó yá bàrà díẹ̀ ni because mo kàn fẹ́ show yín bẹ́ẹ̀ lónìí ní Koiki tó ń sọ yẹn kò confirm. I have been fixing both my generator back to back for the past few months with issues relating to overload. He didn't know my next door neighbor, ẹni tó ń gbé lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, got an electrician to tap my light. Then she put off all light so that I don't find out. This baby runs AC 24/7 on my own gen. Ṣé ìlú nìyẹn? Ìyẹn kan náà ni I have seen the generator tweet earlier today. Àkọ́ láti fi wọn àwọn èèyàn níbi wọ́n lè ní Koiki àsọdùn ti pọ̀ jù. Because ẹ mọṣẹ́ tí ẹni tó jẹ́ journalist ṣe journalist kò máa káàkiri ni. Because full time I'm a freelance, that's why mo lè sùn anytime. Mo resume síbi iṣẹ́ kankan láàárọ̀ ọ̀la ju iṣẹ́ ta gbé dání ìlọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ta gbé dání ta fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ nísìn. Don't take it, ó dẹ̀ take time wa, but it doesn't matter because àwọn tó wà nílé wọ́n ti lock wọn ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. Buhari ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀, governors ò jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. So let's close this one and come back here quickly. Once again, how many of you are aware of the upcoming rally? Èèyàn mélòó ló ń bọ̀ ní Friday? For now, Nigeria is the most worst country in the world. It is for real. There's no doubt about that. I can't remember Nigeria is going to work. Also on Instagram. Hey, I see you, my brother. You never sleep. Vado Joe. I want to revolution now. Gbogbo máa pàdé ní first ní Nigeria. Revolution now. Àní èkó ìkì mo ló tún ní ṣe pẹ̀lú revolution now. A ní kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó fọ́n yányán nípa mi pẹ̀lú kínní. A ní kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó dàrú lèmi fẹ́. Why revolution now? The man called Kiki be wàhálà yẹn kó kíkẹ̀. And they have a lot of program coming up as well. October 1st, so we're letting Nikki Umonja pátápátá. My show with our brother. And the man don't know what Yoruba, and then so what? What you do Yoruba, and cause you want to Yoruba. That's a my ego. On hello me she my gay kaje. Now àwọn ọmọ tó ń sọ pé Tinubu yẹn. Because wọ́n ní fún Tinubu ní ticket. Ó kàn fi waste time ara ẹni. Wọ́n ní fún ní ticket. So October 1st, ìjọ Jímọ̀ ló bọ́ sí Jímọ̀ lóyin. Apàdé wa dáadáa. Only the first Friday. Má nítorí ó jẹ́ first Friday. Ẹ pé lọ kí Jímọ̀. Ẹ fi yẹn sílẹ̀. Ó dẹ́ pé tẹ bá kí tán ní kẹ́ pàdé wa níbẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá fi ẹ̀dùn kan wá hàn pé àníṣe Nigeria is not working. Ẹ má attack àwọn kan tán náà revolution náà. Ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. We are all fighting for something. Ó àní ká kó fọ́ yányán lèmi fẹ́. Kó fọ́ yányán. But the most important thing we've got to remember is there's different strategies. And everybody will play different role. Role kan àwọn ilé play this thing that gave us this, it's not ẹ̀gbọ́n mi yé o torí ẹ̀ lọ́nà ní ṣe constitution wà nìyẹn. Tó bá dẹ̀ ní ìbéèrè send email sí wọn ẹ má send message sí Koiki ẹ lọ sórí website wa. Is a propose tó bá sọ pé nǹkan propose kò ń ṣe authentic kìíní propose lọ́pẹ́ òun lọ́kọ síbẹ̀ yẹn propose Yoruba Nation Constitution is not the final one. Once again, a very good evening to you all, or good morning, good afternoon, depending on what part of the globe you're watching us from. Nigeria is a crime scene. Let's quickly read through what Ladoja said yesterday during the interview. If you've been following us on our Twitter, on Instagram, you will have seen that I've posted it. But just for record purpose, let's quickly read it as well. We must discuss breaking up or keeping Nigeria, Ladoja. A former governor of Oyo State and the Osi Olubadan of Ibadan land, Senator Rashid Ladoja speaks with Dare Adekanbi on the state of the nation, the 2023 presidency, the devaluation of the Naira. The Naira before December will be 1,000 Naira to a dollar. Be a pound in my face, be 1,500 Naira. I don't want it to be so, but at the end of the day, the country is already gone. And other issues. Jerry, 77. How long to Baba? 77 years old. They've played their own part. I am 40 something. A minor said, you'll be 77 years on Saturday, which he has already been. Looking back, what are those things you still wish to achieve? Number 77. Almost 30 years old, almost 20 years, could he achieve anything? At least, I'm about to achieve. And for those for which you are thankful to God, I won't go into that because that is just, in a matter of days, which is in the next 5 days, the whole world will wake up and will be trying to celebrate a nasty contraction country that killed the brother of Omoyele Sowore, that killed Tolulope Arotile, that killed Delegiwa. Name whoever you can remember. This was the same country that killed every single one of them. Until today, nobody has been charged for the death of our own. Hate him or like him, he was still a Yoruba man. He has his own thing that he has done that we might not agree. But he was a Yoruba man that was killed by some Yorubas, but also with the Fulani and the Hausa, and also the international community. I'm talking about the Chief M.K. Abiola. Hate him or like him. The same government that killed Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, same killed the son, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Government don't Fela. You think Fela died naturally? after being kept away for a very long time. Let's read this. In the matter of days, they're asking Ladoja, be Baba wa Ladoja, kí ló rí sọ̀rọ̀ 61 years of independence. Let's hear what he says. This is obviously not the Nigeria of my dream. Nígbà tí Baba 77 sọ pé this is not, obviously, thank you very much, Jakolu Shola. The country killed my younger sister, Chengo, Yetunde, Kolomba Afonuke. And tó bá rántí yàn tí Nigeria bá pa, ẹ lè kọ́ sí bíbá kẹ́kẹ́, torí pé pain yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Sorry to hear that. Mo ń gbọ́ Máyégún lálẹ́ ìbọ̀bọ̀ tó pè láàṣọ iṣu yẹn. Tíyàn bá ń gbọ́ yàn á máa sunkún ni. Ẹ lè lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ towards the end kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ. Ẹ máa sunkún ni. Àbúrò ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ láti Àbújá. Nǹkan ń bẹ nílé o. Ẹnì kan ló mọ̀. Àbúrò ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ ní Àbújá. Ó ti dé South West. Àmọ́ fáwọn Yorùbá náà ti ń kidnap olè ní wọ́n ṣe rituals. Because mo wo Oríyọmí Hamzat. Ọ̀nà gé oyè wọn nìyẹn ìkíní kan ikú lọ máa ń pè ikú àti ikú náà ikú yẹn lè ló máa pa. Anyway, let me not divert a little bit more from what I'm saying here. Messed up shit country. You know, my 61 years of failure. Rest in peace, everyone that have lost one or two families at all. Yes, Jumoke, Bàbá wa náà ní pé my brother-in-law. Gbogbo ẹni tó kúkú Nàìjíríà. Kúkú natural o, ikú Nàìjíríà ló ń kú o, ikú Nàìjíríà ni o. Anyway, I expect us to have gone beyond this pettiness. Having to depend on who governs before you get what you want. We are wasting our time on things that should not even arise. It should not be where the person is going to be president comes from, but a question of whether the person is competent. Ẹgbẹ́ Buhari wá kò wá competent. Ẹ̀tún ni ẹ̀tún fẹ́ lọ gbé lòmí tó ti ní wá competent. We should try and evolve and get out of where we are now. How do we evolve? When the whole structure of Nigeria is in the hands of the Hausa Fulani, and nobody can deny that. You might not like KOIKIMEDIA, you might not like my presentation, but you know, somebody also say, my uncle on Abuja Kaduna Road was killed. They killed Kolade Johnson. Ẹ bá ṣe rántí orúkọ ẹ máa mú jáde. Máa sọ pé rest in peace. Kọ́lọ́n tó bọ̀ lọ́rẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn tó ti kú. Àwa tá wà láyé tó kù nísìnyí. A ní ká fọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ kó di yányán. Ìlú òṣì. Wọ́n ń pè 61 years. Àwọn òyìnbó ń gbádùn ìjà wa lọ. Ẹ rí wọn ní Anthony Joshua. Ó fi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fọ́ gbogbo ojú ẹ̀. Tí lọ jẹ́ kí Buhari fọwọ́ kan bẹ́ẹ̀tẹ̀. Ìjọ mi orí àpé. There will always be another time. Èèyàn kan náà ló máa win, èèyàn kan ló máa lose. Ilé táwa ń bá lọ ìyàwó la máa win agbára Ọlọ́run. Only we should try and evolve. How do you evolve when your potential has been locked? You've literally been locked. You have not given any opportunity. Yes, we talk about the Showore brother that was killed as well. Kolonko Funke. Ó kọ́ ọmọ mẹ́rin sílẹ̀. Ọmọ kékèké. Ìlú yóò da. Up to now, I love him. Let's continue. In the past 6 years, the gains that must have been made since the beginning of the Fourth Republic in 1999 are no more there. Do you understand what it means? Pé gbogbo wàhálà, gbogbo akitiyan táwọn ṣe nígbà táwọn padà wá ní 1999 kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ìwọ wá ń sọ pé ìwọ fẹ́ràn Nàìjíríà. Ǹjẹ́ ọmọ tó ń sọ, do you understand what you're talking about? Do you even understand it at all? Yes, we are together for over 100 years, but there was no progress. So why should we be together? Over 300 people that were taken away during the EndSARS are still in Kirikiri prison in 2021. Láti last year. Àwọn tó kú, àìmọye àwọn tó gba bọ́dì òkú wọn, àìmọye àwọn tó ti gé lẹ́sẹ̀, tó ti gé lápá. Wicked country. And that is the country some of you want to keep. And when people say revolution, don't worry about what they're talking about revolution. Just leave them. Call revolution. Yoruba nation, you know, my dad didn't know revolution. Yes, Funshaw William was killed. Thank you very much for reminding us. There is so much distrust between the various ethnic groups because we are not one. There will always be distrust. I don't trust the Igbo. Yes, does not mean that we cannot work with them. Hey, ẹ má trust àwọn Igbo. Àníṣe ìgbà tèmi ti ń gbé nílùú yìí, mo lo law Nàìjíríà fi gbé nílùú yìí. Tó bá jẹ́ pé law Nàìjíríà ni mo fi gbé nílùú yìí, ó ṣeé ṣe kí n ti wà ní prison because I will be doing things against the system here. So when the time comes, any one of them that do not adhere to our law, àmọ́ tá a máa ṣe fún un. Ó máa ta gbogbo ilé ẹni tó máa padà lọ sílùú ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yẹn má wọrí nípa ṣé ní gbogbo yẹn àwọn yẹn ló easy jù. When I came to this country in 1998, some people, including some of us, but probably would drive without a full, what would I say then? Maybe insurance. Insurance to master a problem nígbà yẹn. Tó bá ra insurance wà cancel ẹ̀. Eventually, the system was upgraded. Wọ́n ní láti sọ òyìnbó ń bẹ̀yàn kankan. Mo sọ fún yín nígbà tí mo ṣe show níjẹta. The only thing ni wọ́n máa ṣe consultation. Kó tó wá gbé ilé mi nísìn tí mò ń gbé níta yìí. Kó tó lè wá change ẹ̀ pé a máa sanwó parking. A máa ṣe consultation bí i fún 3 months. O lè má wá attend consultation yẹn kò matter. As long as tó bá ti vote ó di òfin nìyẹn. Wọ́n upgrade system yẹn. Tó bá drive mọ́tò nísìn ọlọ́pàá máa sọ fún ẹ pé mọ́tò yìí kò ní MOT, kò ní insurance, kò dẹ̀ ní road tax, kò ní kinní kan wá stop ẹ̀. Ọ̀dẹ̀ máa gbọ́ ọmọ ní kò sí ọlọ́run ẹjọ́ mú gbàgbé ní àìmọye mọ́tò tó ń pààyàn dànù bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìnyí àìmọye òkú tó ti kú dànù ìkan náà kọ̀ńténà ó jábọ́ láti ojú ẹlẹ́gba kò ń ṣe kó ṣe ń jábọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o ẹ lọ sórí ojú ẹlẹ́gba yẹn nísìnyí bridge yẹn kọ́ ti condemn kọ́ ti wó gbogbo ẹ̀ kọ́ ti kọ́ mí síbẹ̀ because owó tó jẹ́ kó kọ́ owó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n kó lọ sí north ìyẹn ni wọ́n wá fẹ́ keep ẹ wá ní ọlọ́run yọ ọ wọ́n á ṣe prayer wọ́n lè ní ogun ìyá ẹ̀ tó ń le tẹ́lẹ̀ òun ló fi pa á síbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n sọ pé ogun ìyá bíríìjì tó yẹ kó ti wó dànù kó ti kọ́ mí síbẹ̀. We believe in all this suspicious àti wà too suspicious because our trust ara wa pẹ̀lú àwọn ethnic minority tó kù yes there is no doubt about that but what we are saying is ìjà tá a fẹ́ jà nísìnyí àní kájọ fight ẹ̀ kájọ kúrò kájọ wá dé pẹ̀lú ra wa pé okay Biafra kò tó ṣe nǹkan kan lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá o máa tẹ̀lé òfin tá a bá ní kémi náà tó wá ṣe nǹkan lórí ilẹ̀ yín òfin tẹ́ bá ní ni máa ṣe sí ìwọ ṣe lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà kó lọ sọ pé o fẹ́ lo òfin UK wo ìyà jẹ ṣé gbèsè lára how many of you have lived in UK are you living with the same law in America no you are not so why are we deceiving ourselves we will never be one because there will always be distrust but for now let us fight this fight and get out of the mess that we are all locked in. Some of you have lived in UK, but you have relocated to Canada. Why not live pẹ̀lú òfin ti UK? Kò nítorí pé o ti gbé ní Canada rí. Ìwọ ṣe máa drive mọ́tò ní Canada kò má lọ gba new license or kò má lọ ṣe upgrade. Let's come back here. I want to highlight Ibitan Kade and then we continue the broadcast. It's exactly 1 minute past. It's quite late and then I'm going to start toning my voice down. As you can imagine, people are sleeping upstairs. When they can't evolve. How do you evolve? How do you trust other ethnic minorities? You can't trust them because everybody is kind of like, okay, allow the Igbo to become president. No. Allow the Yoruba to become president. They might fight for referendum. No, we won't give it to them. But the North wants to hold on to the whole power. And they've done so for 61 years. Every sector is Fulani. A Fulani song. Every sector you can think of.
Where is the president of the zoo? Fordman. Those that are really his name is Fulani. That their modernization first agenda is now complete. Totally complete after that. Where is their president from? Fulani. Chief of staff, Fulani.
Thank you very much. I'm just seeing one of my comments from one of my brother there, my Jack. Thank you very much. I remember. Yes, both there. You don't even have to go too much details. Thank you very much. And sometimes you see those that love what we do, And you can see their spirit. Spirit and myself when I need to talk the fake love. I met somebody yesterday for the first time, and straight away, he was also part of those that were attending the June 12th rally, and they'll be there on Friday as well. You could see the genuine bush. No, come quick. Because not everybody would have opportunity. Even people around the world would love to see some of us, not me alone, but I don't share campaign. But imagine somebody that is watching me on YouTube, on Facebook, worrying physically. I mean, you can see the true love. Let's listen to this a little bit. Thank you very much, my jerk.
Just of Nigeria, Fulani. Senate President of Nigeria is coming to across is Fulani. Deputy Speaker is Fulani. The Army Chief of Staff is Fulani.
Yeah, I don't like wrestling. You go watch you go you can go and watch your wrestling. Jakulu Shalama disturb what I work in wrestling on the Munjani by law but do job Fulani. So
Navy Chief Fulani. Police IG Fulani. DSS is Fulani. National Intelligence Agency Fulani.
So for 61 years, all the appointments have been in the hands of Fulani. You only love wrestling, It's my elder sister that loves all this wrestling. They're making a lot of money from it as well. There's so much money that we can make when we have our own nation. I want you to understand. Anthony lose could lose. I want to Pashulano. I'm talking about the whole area. Ṣé n tó ra tí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nísìn wá sọ pé torí Anthony lose ò ní sanwó àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀tún mọ tí dáadáa gan bó ṣe lose yẹn train ticket sanwó so many things and he said for 61 years àwọn Fúlàní ló wà lórí oyè control every gbogbo ibi tó ní agbára tó ní kìmí lọ́wọ́ ní Fúlàní dì mú everything that you can think of when it comes to the power sector is not just the presidency. Even when Obasanjo was there, you thought he's a Yoruba man and Jonathan. The people that was there were the Fulanis.
National Security Advisor is
National Security Advisor is a Fulani man. Even on Dr. Liu, during some of his presentation, I would listen continuously all the time. All the northern states, the 19, gbogbo wọn pátápátá ẹnu Dr. Liu ló dùn sí jù. Tí bàbá yẹn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, yẹn máa pẹ́ 19 governors, all Fulanese. So where is the Hausa? Hausa has been overrun.
Family of courses, Janjaweed. Why do you hate Igbo people? I want to prove to all the Fulefus that the hatred today in the sea was brought about by.
Happy birthday once again to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You'll be free very soon, just like Chief Sunday Igboho, just like Oladele Sowore, and even Daddy Yatta has been missing since 2019 in a messed up country. Daddy Yatta.
Fulani Janjaweed. Is it very clear to you now how they go? Is it very clear? Listen to the minister.
Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Magashi, Fulani man. And they don't have anything upstairs. He's a Yoruba man that will be writing and be doing all these things under for them. But they will just put a Fulani man to be the one that will make the final decision. A Fulani man. I could see you there, Johnny Sola. Good morning, everyone that have joined us once again. It's exactly 1 minute past 1. It's the late night broadcast.
Minister of Defense, Fulani. Minister of Finance.
This one stole so much money during our time, distributing cash to the Hausa and the Fulani people. But the cash never came down to the southeast, never came down to the southwest. You know why? Because they say that we, the diaspora, send money home to our loved ones. Why should they give money to us? Do you understand what that means? Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, a Fulani woman. And you think they are not smart. Musba Lawal, Karo, somebody that studied Sharia. And that is why, let me come back here. We post up music, we come back again to Ladoja. Where is it again? Right? Yes. We're still talking about why then should we trust each other? Ladoja says, there is no, let me just highlight that bit again alone. There's so much distrust between the various ethnic groups. Why is there distrust? When the Fulani, good Bolade, good morning, I cite you. If I haven't mentioned your name for whatever reason, I say good morning to every single one of us. There's so much distrust, and I greet those of you on our Mix LR and those that are watching on the Instagram on Olayomi Koiki and KOIKIMEDIA. I say good morning. I do appreciate every single one of you. There will always be distrust because when you look at a man, Justice Tanko Mohammed, that studies Sharia, a Fulani man, and is now the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and you say we should stay in that one Nigeria after 61 shit whole years.
Sharia law is the head of the judicial system. Fulani. Is it very clear to you now how they do? This is a logical republic. Federal Capital Territory, Fulani. Agriculture, Fulani. Police affairs.
Agriculture, Fulani. Police affairs, Fulani. And that is why we are saying, particularly between the people of the South and the North, why won't there be mistrust between me and the Hausa and the Fulani man? Why should I trust them? Adelaki Victor, good morning. Báwo ni mo ṣe fẹ́ trust ẹni tó wá láti North? Àní Koiki ẹ má trust àwọn tó wá láti ilẹ̀ Igbo náà. Àníṣe ìyẹn àwọn sì fẹ́ lọ ni. The Biafra are demanding an exit. So it's not like the North that is not sure. Some of them are making their mind, but not. We are not seeing it visibly well. All we are saying is, the Northern Elder Forum. Northern Elder Forum. This is what they're telling us. Remember that video that just came out not too long? Let's see if we can get that news. Right? Spoke about, this one, Akim Baba. Northern Elder Forum spoke, I'm working for. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. The one that is Northern Group 2023. Let's drop back our, make it back to 100 so I can see what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can quickly find that video. I think this is it. Let's share it together.
We will lead Nigeria the way we have led Nigeria before. Whether we are president or vice president or whatever, we will lead Nigeria. Not because we are better than anybody else, but because if you are doing a democratic game, the votes say vote who you want. We have the majority of the votes.
Did you hear what he said? He says they have the majority of the vote. The majority of the vote. And I think I saw that video. Bear with me. Yeah, I think it's here. Let me take this one off. No, sorry. I think I saw it. Aaron Smith. Who remember this?
May I say how delighted we are to be on Passion. We've looked forward to speaking to an African television station.
Aaron Smith gave us that information. And what is that information? That in Tiboboy one Sonny say, we are on the numbers. It's all lies. Ironic. British or Britain gave them the numbers in 1959 as against the Southwest that late Chief Obafemi Awolowo should have won that election. I see you there, AMG Autos. Very good morning, my brother. We are not anywhere the same. We are not the one. They are animals. They are authentic animals. But he is telling us that they have the numbers. Let's hear him again.
Why do we need to accept a second-class position?
He's telling us why do we need to accept second-class position. But for 61 years, this has been what we have been accepting. Aviation. Adi Abubakar Seriki, the Minister of State of Aviation, is a Fulani man. And you think that they are not going to capture us all together. Vincent Dada, good morning. Gbogbo wa ló máa kó papọ̀, because these bastards are telling us there cannot be second-class slave. Already, me, I'm already fourth-class slave in United Kingdom. You think because we live in UK, we are slaves? It doesn't matter whatever position, whatever job, whatever passport, whatever status that you have here. And Britain knows the game more than everybody. And that is why I said we need people like this guy, Alastair Campbell. Let's come back and engage to him. We're still going to go back to Ladoja. I'm just trying to open our mind to understand that we are in a big mess, and trying to come out of that mess means that we have to unravel. We have to solve so many things. And part of that, we need a strategy. Part of that, we're going to need propaganda. All this is part of what is going to happen. But when we come back again to Alastair Campbell, he was Downing Street press secretary as the Prime Minister official spokesman in Toba Sonigbaye Ashegun. And like somebody said there, he was the brain box behind Tony Blair. I guess we have a call coming through. Let's go straight to the caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Ekaro.
Good morning. Ekaro, Mr. Koi.
Ekaboma.
Man, I say,
Okay.
I made your what?
Benima. Benima.
Also, nínú mo ti gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀, only point mẹ́ta kan tó sọ.
Okay.
Only we carry the majority of the vote.
Bó ṣe sọ nìyẹn.
Tẹ́ bá tún play it further, ó tún wá ní nobody can buy our conscience.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó tún wá ní when you play the game of the politics. Yes. Ṣé ti rí nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn? Àwọn Yorùbá elite and Yorùbá politician ló bá wí. In fact, Yorùbá generally or Southerner. Nítorí pé they carry the majority of the vote yẹn irọ́ ni dán, everybody mọ̀ ni. Mi ò mọ bá ṣe ń ṣe ò torí èmi àtàwọn èèyàn tá a máa ń sọ̀rọ̀, uncle mi kan ní kíni. Ó ní Lagos State yẹn, ó ní uncle mi ní Lagos State bó ṣe wà yẹn, ó ní 5 states ní North.
This is something we have to look forward to.
Aaron Smith òyìnbó tẹ̀ ń wò yìí, ó ti kú ní 2007. Ó ti sọ àṣírí yẹn tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 1959. Wọ́n posted sí Nàìjíríà nígbà yẹn. Gbogbo bó ṣe manipulate numbers yẹn kò sáyè tá a máa play lálẹ́ yìí. But ìjọ tí bá máa ṣe pro kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó ní wọn wọlé wọn. Ó ní tá máa ti gbọ́ tàwọn sọ fún ẹ pé yóò 20 lò wá
tàbí
50. Olólèjẹ yẹn kan ló wà ń bẹ̀ o.
Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
Ó ní nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ìyẹn tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Máa yẹn tún wá ní nobody can buy our conscience. Àwọn adúrú conscience àwọn political leaders in South tí àwọn people yìí ti kówó rà. Mo ní ẹ mọ iye political leaders wa.
À ń gbọ́ yìí.
Wọ́n ti rà lọ́wọ́, wọ́n ti kówó rà.
Mo ń gbọ́.
Wọ́n ti ta content wọn dànù nítorí owó. Bàbá tún fi wọ́n sí position just to sell out their conscience. Tọ́lá mi mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá ayọ̀ kankan, irú Fani Káyọ̀dé, irú Fẹ́mi Kinní kan, wọ́n fi sí media whatever yẹn. Ó ní reason tó fi gbogbo wọn yẹn síbẹ̀, ìyẹn tún lọ bẹ̀. Ó wá ní when you play the game of the politics. In fact, àwọn politician Southerner, ọ̀rọ̀ tí màá yẹ sọ yẹn, ó yẹ kó play ẹ̀. To stick in their brain and they should work on it. Máa yẹ ti sọ what is going on. These people, they were really playing that game.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Oh, they're playing that game.
What a trap one in. What a trap one in.
100 years coming, what a plan in. Gbogbo èyí táwọn àárín yìí sọ, these are already planned.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń carry out díẹ̀.
Ẹ parọ́.
So, àwọn leaders wa ń bí ní kán jókòó. Torí gbà tí mo gbọ́rọ̀ máa yìí wá, mo ní máa yìí ń bá àwọn Northerners sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ń sọ ilé yìí. But Southerner ló bá wí. Because this is the fact tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní southern part of that Nigeria. Àwọn ló ń bá wí, ṣùgbọ́n wọn ẹ wo wọ́n ti bàálù yẹn jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ tún sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan fún yín. Bàbá mi mo ní kó wá kí mi bíbà. Wọ́n wá kí. Nígbà tí mo wá rí bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ṣá, mo wá pé 911. So wọ́n ṣe gbé wọn nìyẹn. Mo wá ní ẹ bá mi gbé wọn lọ sí General Hospital o. Wọ́n ní rárá o. Àwọn gbé lọ sí Methodist o. Mo ní ní ìmọ̀ ṣé o pé Methodist yẹn ni Bush máa ń lò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, okay.
Mo ní mo dáná. Nígbà tó pé bàbá mi débẹ̀, mo ní wò ó tiẹ̀ síta. Bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sọ 10 kọ́bọ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ tírìtì bàbá yẹn. Ìgbà tí mo gbé bàbá yẹn wálé, wọ́n tún fún ní oxygen. Wọ́n gbé àwọn hospital bed yẹn, wọ́n gbé fún mi. Ní ìsọ kọ́bọ̀. Mo gbé wálé. Mo ṣàbọ̀ bàbá yẹn títí. But àwọn fámìlì wọn yọ mí lẹ́nu. Mo gbé bàbá yẹn lọ Nàìjíríà. Mo drop Nàìjà. Mo gbé dáàdì mi lọ sí Ìkẹjà General Hospital.
Wàhálà ti dé. Ó máa ń rùn.
Ó bàbá yẹn títí wọ́n ní kò sí kankan tó ń ṣe.
Ó máa ń rùn gbòòlà níbẹ̀, máa ń rùn ni. Mo débẹ̀ lẹ́ǹkan rí.
It's a mess.
A ti wọ́ ga o.
Hospital ìjọba. It's a big mess.
A ti wọ problems àwọn èèyàn mọ́.
Wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ lọ restroom wọn pé kí n
ẹ ti ń tọ́jà. Ẹ ti ń tọ́jà.
From one restroom to the other.
Ẹ ti tọ́jà nìyẹn. Ẹ fi lo toilet ní General Hospital. Nígbà tí yàn bá fẹ́ kó ẹ̀yin màmá wa tí yín tẹ̀ máa ń wà very very kíní because tẹ bá lọ ṣe mistake lọ àwọn toilet wọn.
Hospital ìjọba tó jẹ́ kó yẹ kéèyàn tiẹ̀ lè kó wo báyìí kó lọ ilé ẹ̀ kó lọ tún ilé ẹ̀ ṣe tó bá ní wọ́n ṣe clean yẹn. Òun ló wá dọ̀tí tí kọ̀mọ́dù wọn kú tó kú ṣọ́ṣọ́ in fact ọlọ́wọ́ bá wa tún ìlú yẹn ṣe o.
Kò tẹ̀lé Ọlọ́run tẹ̀lé tún ṣe àwa la máa fọ́ òní tún ṣe. Ó bẹ́tà kàṣá lọ ẹ ṣé gọdí bàbá mi thank you very much. Bàbá bẹ́tò yẹn nìṣó. Bá ṣe ń bẹ́tò yẹn lọ màmá mi kan àwọn bí àpò wà lórí ètò ni wọ́n sáré fi nǹkan kan ránṣẹ́ sí mi bí àwọn ọlọ́kọ́ pé kò fi rántí náà ni mo dẹ̀ ti sáré post ẹ̀ sórí Facebook wa bí ó ti load ìtàn jẹ́ advantage technology ṣe rí real life conversation wọ́n ṣẹ̀ sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí mi báyìí ni o bí akémi ti gbàgbé I will build one refinery each year for the next 4 years I will make $1. Some of the Nigerians ti gbàgbé léyìí o ẹ ti gbàgbé ara ti tù yín ẹ tún pariwo Tinubu ẹ ń pariwo APC ẹ ń pariwo kó gbéjọba wá sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá it cannot work now màá wá play audio bọ̀bọ̀ yìí nìkan ṣe lè but màá máa show kíni ti Buhari àti mọ bójú ẹ̀ ṣe rí àbí kakọ̀ máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ká wá máa fi wo ohun tí Buhari sọ fún wa nígbà yẹn.
Lead Nigeria the way we have led Nigeria before. Whether we are president or vice president or whatever, we will lead Nigeria. Not because we are better than anybody else, but because if you are doing a democratic game, the votes say vote who you want. We have the majority of the votes. Why do we need to accept a second-class position when we can fight for and get a first-class position? Why? Why does anybody need to threaten us and cajole us and intimidate us? If you don't bring the presidency here, you will see. Okay, let's see. We are willing to see. But when we get that power, in the name of God, be humble, because power comes from God. If they tell you the North must play second fiddle, say no. But in what game? Please, sir, what are the rules of this game? If the rules of the game say you should vote for the candidate of your choice, vote for the candidate of your choice. If they don't like the fact that it may be a northerner who will emerge as president, too bad. If we want to support a southerner, we will support a southerner because that would be in our own interest rather than in somebody's interests. And we can decide for ourselves. We don't need anybody to tell us what to do.
We can decide for ourselves. Now let's go back to Konti Baba wa Ladoja tó fi ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ níbí báyìí tá ń bá lọ tẹ́lẹ̀. In tó ń gbé mi lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn ni pé he was talking Baba Ladoja ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni pé kò sí trust láàrin àwa àti àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò torí a máa pọ̀ ọmọ Ìgbò náà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò àwọn nìkan máa ń pọ̀ wọ́n ní Ìgbò Haúsá àtẹ̀mọ́ bí tí Fúlàní ti jáde tẹ́lẹ̀ torí pé Fúlàní ò sí pẹ̀lú wa tẹ́lẹ̀ but n tẹ́mi sọ ni pé at least a mọ̀ nísìn pé àwọn Ìgbò tẹ̀ fi ń lọ àwọn náà ń jà fún freedom tiwọn. Ọ̀la nísìnyí sit down at home ni, even the one ti cancel it but they are still sitting down at home. But the thing is, fear àwọn èèyàn wa ni pé ẹ ń da kíní ìpapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ Igbo. I keep saying it, I've said it since last year. Tá a bá ti gbalẹ̀ wa, òfin wa ni ọmọ Igbo máa fi gbé lórí ilẹ̀ wa, òfin wa ni òyìnbó máa fi gbé lórí ilẹ̀ wa. Èmi ò fi òfin Nàìjíríà fi ń gbé ní bíbá. I have lived here and I've never used the law of that fake country to operate here. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yìí tẹ́ wo dé bíbá ẹ lọ fi Nigerian driver license tọ́lọ́pàá bá dẹ̀ dúró tó bá ní Nigerian driver license ní pé kí ló mean. Àkọ́kọ́ béèrè pé how long ló ti wà ní bíbá tó bá ti ń pè sọ pé o ti kọjá more than 6 months because mo mọ how I'm talking about some 20 years ago now. I've never used it. I did apply for a proper license that allows me and enable me to drive here. Mo tẹ drive ní Nàìjíríà kí tó kúrò nílé. So but àwọn kú apọn tó dé tàbí máa ṣe big boys lórí pé mọ́tò cheap ní bíbá mọ́tò ló cheap jù but insurance ló máa ṣe tiẹ̀ léṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sórí eBay, mo ti fi wọ́n rí. So àti gun mọ́tò kan ní problem. Tí bá ní mo fẹ́ ra mọ́tò nísìn cars ó máa gbé jáde, tí bá lówó ẹ̀ máa rà lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Ṣé o ti rí? Tàbá tẹ̀ sọ pé buy it now, pé tí mo fẹ́ rà ní buy it now ni mo wá. So but nílé àwọn kinní yẹn ó máa ń jọ ẹ̀yin lójú, kò jọ àwa lójú ní bíbá because we know how to buy it now, right? Mo dẹ̀ ló wá mú pé alábọ́dé ni mò ń wá èyí tó jẹ́ from the lowest price alábọ́dé. So that means tí bá ní £900 which is èlò ní £900 lówó Nàìjíríà lálẹ́ nísìn at 780 lówó lálẹ́. So with £900 times 780, that's 720,000 naira would eventually get me this beautiful Ford, right? And this Ford here will lay like manual, manual, automatic, it doesn't matter. But kí ni mo ń try láti explain ni pé but eventually ṣó mọ tó máa pa ẹ́ tó bá ra mọ́tò yìí. Ó tí mo fẹ́ blẹ̀ wá sókè díẹ̀ nílẹ̀ mọ́. Ṣó mọ tó máa pa ẹ́? Insurance. By the time tó bá ra mọ́tò £900 tí bá máa ní kó fún mi ní quotation insurance mọ́tò yìí nísìn, insurance tó máa fún mi could be nothing, maybe about, it all depend, ó lè vary. So ìwọ ló máa wá decide pé ṣé mo really need mọ́tò yìí ṣá àbí mo need it. But ní Nigeria everybody just buying a car. Mọ́tò tó gbádùn àti tó gbádùn ìbẹ̀yẹn kọ́ la fi lò lálẹ́. Now let's come back here. Now let's continue with this. In tó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa Ládọjà ẹlòmíì ṣe join wa ní tí wọ́n tà ń lò lélẹ̀. We must discuss breaking up or keeping Nigeria. Àwọn ò lè fi keep it because there's already distrust between us and the Fulanis. Not even the Hausas, but economy àwọn méjèèjì doesn't make any difference. And we are not just fighting Buhari. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rántí yẹn náà. And I've also talked about the UN. Kí ni expectation wa? Have we achieved that expectation? Because UN General Assembly tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí is not going to give us that determination pé wọ́n máa fún wa ní referendum. Kò sí nǹkan kan máa sọ nínú referendum níbẹ̀ yẹn fún wa o. Ẹ máa ká mix it up. It's good that we're exposing, we are doing our rallies, we are shouting, but does not literally mean that we are coming, or they are coming rather, to come and give us referendum. Kò tí dé stage yẹn rárá. And again, ẹni tó bá wà aware, ẹ join wa lágbára Ọlọ́run. October 1st is a Friday. I'm aware about Pretoria, I'm aware about Italy, I'm aware about Washington DC, but I do not know any other countries. Ìlú tó bá fi ṣe rally, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀. We can also talk about it. Let's continue right here as well. Now, we hope to bring the program down at exactly 2 o'clock. So we only have just about half an hour. So that can we know about the program tó bá ti dago méjì, a máa gbé tó yẹn wá sílẹ̀ pátápátá lágbára Ọlọ́run. Mo kí gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ sì ń bá wa bá ètò yẹn nìṣó. Olú John, I can see you. Even it depends where you are living. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, you're right. I mean, o lè rò pé ọmọ mọ́tò yìí cheap ẹ máa ra Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n mọ́tò yìí dẹ̀ gbẹ tó bá rà á tán wò ẹ̀mí àfẹ́ bọ́. Ṣòrí tí wáyé pé mo fẹ́ ra Range Rover yìí nísìnyí tí mo ṣòrí 2005 la máa pè léyìí tó bá sọ pé 55 plate right? Ṣòrí bó ṣe gbẹ, ṣòrí bó ṣe gbẹ. Ọmọ imagine kí n ra ilé ìnísìn kí n máa fi ṣe big boy káàkiri, but insurance tó máa gbé lé mi lọ́wọ́, èmi ni màá wá decide pé ṣé mọ́tò yìí ilé ìgbọ̀n bídìṣì ni o, ọ́ mo lè ra ní ó lè tún ní fault, má lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lù ú. Ṣòrí Land Rover Discovery for sale, ṣètìlí I think the engine has seized. Òyìnbó ò ní parọ́. I think it does not start. It has one key. Ìwọ ló máa wá wò pé ṣé mo ti bá rà, ṣé mẹkáníìkì mi lè tún ṣe, èló ló máa cost me, then you decide all that. But the most important thing is ìjọ tó bá ti ra mọ́tò yìí, ìwọ àti government ẹ̀ ti jọ ní problem. Kí ni problem yẹn? Mọ́tò yẹn láti wà registered. How many of you are driving your car? Ẹlòmíràn ní mọ́tò wà registered sí ti Nigerian system tó wà available. These are the systems that we are going to create for every one of us. Ẹ má bínú, the Instagram has finished again and I have to restart it all over again for those that have been enjoying it. It's every 40 minutes or so, thereabout. So anyway, ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́tò kan là ń bá lọ níbí báyìí. So let me not deviate too much because we only have half an hour. I still sọ̀rọ̀ lórí too much of our rally as well. Anyway, ìdí tí mo ṣe ń lo Bàbá Ládọjà fi sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ ni pé again the conversation he was asked was we must discuss. Kí la fẹ́ discuss? Òun là ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ti bí bàbá yìí náà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation wọ́n lè dáhùn ọmọ kankan nípa ẹ̀. Breaking up or keeping up Nigeria. Bàbá ti pé 77. Mò ń gbé Ọlọ́run kọ́lọ́run lọ́rẹ̀ mi bàbá. But àwọn bàbá báyìí nísìn àdúrà nìkan ló lè ṣe fún wa. Àwa ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Whether we want to remain in one contraction Nigeria or not. I could see you there, Mazi, Intuno. I greet all my brothers from the Biafra side. And we've also celebrated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu birthday. We wish him more happy years. Sit down at home. I'm aware that it's going to happen again in the Biafra land tomorrow. And they've been doing very well. It's having a big impact. The governors are not happy, so be it. It's not a must, but I'm sure. What is the point? 1914 amalgamation of Biafra, of Yoruba nation. I just spotted you as well. If you're wondering what am I drinking, it's called iron. We love iron. I'll show you that in a bit later. Anyway, let's quickly talk more about this. Particularly between the people of the South and the North. Besides, I think the people in the North are also even enjoying, or in the North are also even enjoying. I don't pray to be in the North at this time when children are not safe in the schools. A few days ago, the governor of Katsina State, which is the state of the president, said they were going to employ vigilante for security. That is an indictment on the government and the president and even the police and the military that has the capacity. Tiba the capacity mean pé àwọn ni lower in control, because based on these that we've been singing, how can you say there's problem in Nigeria and the Fulani are the ones controlling all the security apparatus and all the parastatals that you can think of? Communication is Fulani, power is Fulani, but right there, Babade Georgia is telling us that even in the Daura, the city state of the Bokwari, like Mayegun we call it, I say dead or alive. It doesn't make it. Some people say it's dead. I don't care whether it's dead, it's alive. All I know is this is what he told some of you he's going to do. Now, Boko Haram, on Friday, they tell you 30 soldiers were ambushed. Do you know what it means? It might be known, like I always say, we try to quickly, show you some of these things. 30 ambush soldiers in Nigeria. That is the most very, very painful part of any military, to be ambushed, because these people, they just like to take our privacy. You don't even understand what it means, that's why I reject it all the time, If data is very, very important, is where the next money is. More than 30 Nigerian soldiers killed in a militant attack, in a terrorist attack, not militant. What is militant? This was on Friday. It happened on Friday. Continue. Thank you very much, Freeman. Ṣé Freeman tó ṣe òdì ní àbí Freeman ti bọ̀? Let me show you what Iran looks like. Iran. I love it so much. It's like a drink. Bó ṣe rí lélẹ́yìí. It's more of a Turkish drink. It's called Iran. You know. I love it so much. So 30 soldiers, multiply that by 3 or 5 or 6. 5 hours ago, yes, I was aware of that as well in Yobe. Yes, I saw that as well. Boko Haram chased a whole community out of Yobe. And this is what this man, dead or alive, told you. I would defeat Boko Haram in 1 year. 6 years down the line, how many of you are still waiting for 2023? You must be joking. You're deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving people like us. But we're only praying that your mind will understand that Bogostan soil is exactly what our father here is saying. We must discuss the breaking or keeping. So let me quickly just push it a little bit here. Now that so if in Castina and with all the power to be with the Fulani, it tells you that they are not interested to fix the security of Nigeria. They've exposed every Nigerians have been exposed. Do you understand what that means? If I say every Nigerian, I told you your life is much more at risk. You are more likely to die, not of motor accident, but of terrorist attack. Elogbomayegu is show yesterday, because what did Anonisi, where a caller spoke about the brother. This is somebody that listens to Maigo all the time. He knows what is happening. You know, some of our people at home, they are understanding. They are being cautious, especially when they are traveling. Because if you're traveling, make sure you have enough battery cell on your phone. Be very, very vigilant. I saw Moti posted on it was sent to me. Don't collect anything from anybody on the bus. If they say, please hold it for me, say, no. Say, Koiki said you shouldn't hold anything. We must be very, very vigilant. And the mistake that the call that came through Maegu's show, the caller was on the phone. When you're getting on a bus, what your picture, hey, what your picture, you must send it. Just send it to whoever believes that can be of your, angel, should anything happen. Be very vigilant. There's no way we can tell you not to travel. From one end to the other, especially on Toban Lossi Loki. But just be extra careful. That's all we can say for now. Be extra careful. Because Nigeria, we also have some Yorubas that are kidnapping. I can't dispute that. I cannot sit here and tell you there are some Yorubas that are not kidnapping and there's some Igbo that are no. We have them. But let us deal with the bigger problem. All that, we will resolve that. So, the Yoruba man, there is even better because he has a home to go to. But the other man has nowhere to go. The issues, I want to highlight what I'm reading so that you have an idea. The issues is not whether Nigeria should break up or not. The issue is not whether Nigeria should break up or not. It is a question of, is it fair? And if it's not fair, we break it. It's as simple as that. Tikobawa fear will break it. We're just about 24 minutes before the end of this program this morning, 27th September 2021. Countdown to one of the biggest, loudest mega rally here in United Kingdom, Trafalgar Square. I'm aware of the one in Pretoria in South Africa. I'm aware of about Italy. I'm also aware about Washington, D.C. If any other countries will be holding rally, you can put it in the comment section or you can send email to musakalam@gmail.com with your flyer and we will try to help you to tell those that are living in that country. Once again, Trafalgar Square. Don't ask us what time. It says 12 noon. I'll expect us to be there as early as possible. It's a Friday. Nigeria at 61. Makes nothing to us. Makes no meaning to us. Let us break it now so that the next generation would never have any reason to travel out of a Yoruba land looking for something to eat and how to survive. I want to take our mind quickly to somewhere else again, just before we should watch coming. How many of you are aware of something coming up, Dubai Expo? How many of you is aware of it? How many people is aware about the Dubai 2020 Expo? I've been following this since about almost some years now. It's coming up very soon. Where is it now? I think sometimes it's better to do the Google search on it. The Twitter and everything modified the Dubai Expo 2022. Is it 2022? Don't even know. October 1st, Iloma launch it. How many of you are aware of it? How many people are aware of it? Expo 2020 is scheduled to be the World Expo to be hosted by Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Originally scheduled for the 20th of October 2020, which was last year, 10th of April 2021. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic in the United Arab Emirates, the new date is now set to be this coming Friday, TTD March 2022. How many people is aware that this is coming up? Okay, somebody say yes, I heard about it. I think it's coming up soon. This Friday. Why you are celebrating nonsense of 61 years of failure of a shit mess up country? This country is trying. Let me see their website and let's just have a look of what we should be expecting. It's going to be marvelous. It's going to run for a whole year from what I'm aware of, which they've also talked about. I just want to look at their video. You know, they're doing some kind of video. It's not going to be free for you to get in. But let's hope that if people sponsor KOIKIMEDIA, we can take you there. You see how much it costs. You see how much it costs? $500. It is based on technological awareness. Yes, I'm aware. No, you're right, my brother. While we are still talking about nonsense country, Ilu Jagba Jagba, Ilu nonsense. I think we have a caller. Okay, I know my brother very well. He's a caller, he's a regular. Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good evening, sir.
You're welcome to the program. Ekabo, sir.
Hello.
Well, you're live with us. We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. First, ẹni tó bá sọ pé Nàìjíríà like ó yìí máa wà òkè or bóyá like Tinubu ló máa tún Nàìjíríà sí or bóyá young guy ló máa tún Nàìjíríà or bóyá young guy ló máa tún Nàìjíríà sí like that person is mentality man. Ó lẹ́tọ́ ni ẹ lọ sí hospital pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan dárí or tó bá jẹ́ sí àwọn politician kan sọ fún yàn kan pé like we're going to have 24-hour lives. We're going to have a good at the age of Nigerian at the age of 51. Like, to lose hospital, to lose check because that person is mentally sick. Because under our side, Nigeria, we need to break up.
Okay. Thank you very much. Amarimba, very, very good contribution.
Okay. This is not a joke.
It is not a joke.
This is our time.
Okay.
Everybody see to be beginning because now about even though like most of my friends, everything on everything for 3 days no fear. Because Thomas open Nigeria, you are like any do lossy psychiatric hospital. Because only okay. Tinubu went to Nigeria, these people are uncle are lossy. I won't go to Nigeria. I won't go through.
Okay. But I should go now.
So much for the pressure for me, because if I am in Thomas committee, I want you to beg me Thomas committee, it be like Thomas they attack you or something like that. Oh man, for the pressure for me, we need to wake up. Because our one be America, mi wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, but kí ni mo fẹ́ rí gbà ń bẹ̀? Mo lè dúró síbi tí máa ṣayé mi, but kí léèyàn fẹ́ rí gbà gbé kí ni because àwa gan fẹ́ lọ́lé. A fẹ́ gbàdúrà ta kú síbi. Láyé jà because ó kàn wá, kò sẹ́ni tó kàn. Ó kàn everybody, ẹ̀yin tí àwọn èèyàn tó wá wà láyé nílò ìbò náà, tó bá kọ́mẹ̀ntì rubbish, ó kàn. Ṣé náà sì ẹ̀rú bá mi láti lè lọ́lé nítorí insecurity táwọn Boko Haram máa bá táwọn bandit máa bá kidnap èèyàn. Come on, I need láti jẹ́ our before 2020. Okay. 2022.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Well, I've been showing you while the caller was on, the beautiful upcoming, like I said, if we have a sponsor, why not? We will take you there. If any of our listeners would like to sponsor us for that trip, why not? We will make it down there and we can show us, the technology. While we are still talking about 2023, the world, like Dubai, is moving forward. And it's not just an event. It's an event to tell the world that they have arrived. We are here. That's what they're doing. That we are here. Right? Once again, a very, very good morning. You can see. To get in there, you'll have to pay. Expo. Friday, Tiawa celebrating Igoshi. Dubai is opening their country again to the world. While we are celebrating nepotism, innovations and technology, if we have opportunity to go there, we will show you every details.
Come for the world's most inventive ideas. See concrete that generates solar power, devices that extract water from air, and robots that perform Beethoven.
We have a caller that is coming as well. Hello, caller.
Hello, sir.
Carol.
Yeah, Carol. Yes, sir.
See the first.
Because the majority of our youth won't understand anything, won't know anything. There was a time there when Yoruba nation, one of my friends go pay as a petition links in share, only go sign. Only that must have been pay kilo and Yoruba nation. Only that we know she is stop struggle. More I pay and when they were let is a media where deviation. More with when we jagba to law school to it, so we don't even do anything. Nípa yàtọ̀ ń jẹ Nàìjíríà nípa as a kò mọ mí nìkan tó ń sọ kò mọ anything dìdá nìkan tó kàn lọ kà ní school ẹni tí ò bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ nípa economic country tí ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń lọ country mi ò ní pè ní evidence rárá tọ̀ tó kàn jẹ́ ọkọ̀ nǹkan tó lọ bí accounting ló lọ ṣe sùn dẹ̀ mọ̀ accounting yẹn nígbà tó lọ kọ́ṣẹ́ kò mọ̀ anything. So we are having a problem with our youth. We don't blame one over there where me go and get jealous school. She and my joke with television, on joke with the Oshilu,
But same thing, you know, but I just like to follow up. So, any problem, issue, youth who are going to understand it more about shit.
Okay.
And we is Siguria to get because she support Pelenu. I want to say, any side of the music, you banish all people who love you. We shall put what you could to explain. How do you learn you? To anything.
Okay.
So we are having so many problems with our youth in Nigeria. So awareness is going to be right. So Yoruba nation ó tiẹ̀ ti dúró kò sí àní-àní lórí yẹn ó ti dúró kò sí àní-àní yẹn ṣúọ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run because èèyàn lè wà pẹ̀lú àwọn lórí burúkú ẹranko yìí kí wọ́n sọ pé òun wà lórílẹ̀-èdè both Fúlàní Haúsá àtàwọn Yorùbá politicians wa they are all animals wọn fẹ́ kí ọkàn débi gíga they are not ready for anybody wọn ti àǹtí àwọn tó ń fẹ́ ká jẹun ẹwà wọn á dirí ká 600 naira in my family.
That's 1,002.
Can you imagine? So, no job for youth. Ni iṣẹ́ tí mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan dia, àwọn ọ̀gá tó máa ṣe bí ọba ni, nínú complain, wọ́n máa ṣe bí ọba. Ní right àti sọ̀rọ̀, the complaint just like Nigeria also. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kí Nigeria ń ṣe ẹ̀ lè sọ̀rọ̀ anyhow. Same thing complaint. Tí bá ní òkè o, eré iṣẹ́ tí mo fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ yóò bàjẹ́ o, tòtún nílé sọ. Mama bẹ̀rù pé àkọ́mà lè lórí nǹkan tẹ́ pé right wọn ni láti ṣe fún mi màá tún máa bẹ̀rù pé kọ́ má dé mi wọ́n lè sọ pé wọ́n lè kàn mí pé wọ́n ló bàjẹ́ kan ní kan sàkè máa ṣe ìkíni ọ̀kan lọ́wọ́ láìpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wa máa ṣe ìtọ́fin ṣiṣẹ́ oge lọ́wọ́ wọ́n tún wá ṣe investigation wọ́n tún ní láti máa blame ẹni yẹn pé òun ló careless can you imagine? So Nigeria is a bullshit is nothing. Àmàdé Yorùbá nation ó ti exist. Àti délẹ̀ lè rí lágbára Ọlọ́run. So nǹkan tí mo ní kí n sọ nìyẹn.
Ó ṣe gan ni. Thank you very much. Àmín. As we are almost about to bring the show to an end, I think it will be good to just show us this part. Of course, we not listen. We can leave the other bit and bit. This is what you should be expecting in Dubai this Friday, while we are still celebrating mediocre, nepotism, no movement, everything is standstill, our lives is blocked. This is what is going to be happening. The expo, the tech, innovation and technology. Dubai, UAE is telling the world, Emabo, Odowalowa. Let's watch this. As we're just almost the final part of this program. We're just about 10 minutes away.
Welcome to the future of commercial aviation. Explore tomorrow's aircraft technology. Immerse yourself in a futuristic onboard experience. Discover technologies to power greener skies and see beyond the limits of today to the possibilities of tomorrow.
Did you understand that? The possibility of tomorrow. See beyond. And you're there. Do you see that? See beyond the limit of today. So Taban sọ pé Yorùbá nation tí Koiki ń lọ káàkiri tí mo fi ń show yín. Mo imagine tabarẹ tó bá sponsor wa à lọ. Pé Koiki tẹ̀ fi ṣeré lọ. Àṣeré lọ. Àwa gbé lọ sí ibi tí wọ́n ti fi ṣe event. We fly down there. But what I'm trying to say to us is, let us think about beyond in town wo nísìn. Ìwọ náà máa kojú ẹ nísìn kan. Ọmọ tàbá sọ gbogbo ọ̀nà igbó burúkú òṣì yẹn ká sọ de àwọn futuristic táwọn èèyàn máa wá síbẹ̀. Imagine they're expecting 25 million people. And I think the average ticket tí mo rí lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn yẹ̀wà maybe £40. I have to check it again.
Beyond the limits of today to the
possibilities of tomorrow. The possibility of tomorrow is what we are asking ourselves. Yoruba nation. Ẹjẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ bọ́ sí. Àwọn àfẹ́ gba Yoruba nation àtúnbẹ̀rù government. A ní ká fọyányán kí possibility of tomorrow lè wáyé. If not, we are just going to be dragging it. Let us push it now and then start thinking about the possibility. I only think about okay, it doesn't matter. Let's give it a go. Brains is solo, sleeping dead in that contraction.
Of tomorrow. Let us inspire you.
Let us inspire you at the Emirate Pavilion. Why we, your Friday, listen, I'm a mama, she show in Nigeria. Hey, rise, compatriot, Nigeria's live 61 years of nonsense. Nothing to think about.
At the Emirates Pavilion, Expo 2020, Dubai.
Futuristic. I'm sure some people don't even know this is coming up. I've been following this for a very long time. Last year, but because of the COVID, it is worth really traveling for. But Tabari sponsor, why not? We will travel down there. If we get a sponsor, maybe 3 people, 5 people can sponsor and say, okay, Koiki, we can have 4 people that can say, I'll buy the ticket, I'll pay for the hotel for a couple of, we're just going to be there for maybe maximum 7 days and then we fly back again to UK. Because futuristic. Futuristics. I mean, I'm not saying that flood doesn't happen, but do they plan for the erosion? And then you or youth, you should talk about Nigeria. I think about futuristics. Let's see if we find another video and then we bring the show to an end this morning. More appreciate they're talking about artificial intelligence. Let's watch this. Welcome to the UK Pavilion. Below around. Anyway, 5 minutes. We're just gonna be out from here. So we've had it there. You can read more from what, but there's a section here, Timothy Cardinal, just before I go, that he was talking about here. This is still Ladoja, Babawa Ladoja, no sorry. Only if we can amend the constitution 10 times, but the problem will persist unless there is a will to do the needful. She Amawusa amalgamation say we need to nurture creativity, innovation, and good governance, rule of law, civic participation, transparent institution, efficiency, and accountability. I think Nigeria Pavilion is behind the UK. Is Nigeria not in Benin? Okay, I didn't know. Is it not the same thing? I think sorry. Nina's constitution. We're not going to buy it sorry, Lori. Abi, that fraudulent constitution. Is it not the same thing Nina's has been talking about? The constitutional force majeure. The same constitution, no, election of the right? Nina's constitutional force majeure. And it's the same thing Ladoja is saying here. Amend it 10 times. The problem will still persist. The problem is Eba amended. Yeah, no, the Fulani man is from Mauritania. I'm aware. I know. This man.
The way we have led Nigeria.
Shut up. up your dirty stinking mouth. So, what more can we tell you? We are here every day. When the world is moving into futuristics, Abi got I'm feeling that thing of funny. Our look kiri, you know, innovations that create opportunities. Ashindama look kiri, and Damalu kakiri, and Damalu kakiri. In 21st century, when innovations that drives mobility, the body job Friday in the same. All right, and don't pay. Because at the little and Paris, so about kia under 1 minute.
Okay.
That's okay. Yes, ma'am.
Fulani, under Fulani.
Very much.
Òfin nǹkan tó lè work.
Okay.
Torí Fulani, they are bloody animals. A ò lè bá wọn ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ipò àwọn Haúsá wọ́n ti suppress wọn.
Tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ.
Bí o mọ ohun tó ṣe Haúsá, wọ́n lè come up now. This is the time for them to liberate themselves from the Fulani. Wọ́n ṣe conquer Hausa. That's what they are bringing down. That's the way they will conquer everybody.
Then.
But they will work. Nigeria can never work.
No.
Eternity will work.
Then.
So this is the time to break up. At the same time, this is not the time to discriminate. Igbo, no, we are fighting for the same cause.
Yeah.
So I need that to criticize our at this stage.
Constitution is a system. Our time be abroad like understand it. To bá sọ pé o fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò bílẹ̀ ṣe sú nísì lágo méjì tí bá fẹ́ yọ jáde nísì pé mọ́tò mi ò lẹ́mọ tí jẹ́ sáré jáde ọlọ́pọ̀ ní láti rí ẹ system ti wà in place tó máa pick ẹ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni tí òfin bá dẹ̀ ti wà people will obey the rules.
There's no doubt about it. Ẹ parọ́ mọ́ mi ẹ parọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ ṣe gan-an mọ́. Like when I do. Oh yes, we're getting there.
Can never hold on together.
We're getting there. Ben, we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Mo fi àsìkò yìí, mo fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa as we continue to pray that the last two, and just not Lady K alone and Oladele, as much as we might think that there are only two in the hands of this government, 300 from what I'm told, àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n kó lọ nígbà EndSARS wọ́n sì wà ní Kirikiri. Wọ́n náà mẹ́fà wà ní ọwọ́ Ṣèyí Mákindé ní Ọ̀yọ́ State. And do you think that is justice? That the Yatta, Omoyele Sowore, locked inside Abuja? And how many people are locked, killed? Look at the young girl from the Biafra that has been labeled as part of the Biafra or the IPOP. The injustice is just growing every day. I was reading another story today, or today announcing that the young boy was killed by police last weekend. It was in Ijesha, in Surulere. Who is going to die tomorrow? Hey, well, in Nigeria, it's not guaranteed. Somebody will die tomorrow. And we're going to talk about it again. That is nothing to say we want it, we wish it, we love it. No. It is because the system is not prepared to sustain you. It could just be somebody walking on the road. Toshubu. Hey, Egbe. It's gone. It's dead. Remember the guy that was stabbed while riding his bicycle? It's gone. R.I.P. That's what we say. But most of the politicians don't want to die. They will tell them to take them to any part of the world to get that treatment. But eventually, they die. And then they bring the dead body back to Nigeria. Don't be a victim of this country called Nigeria. Let us end it now. Thank you very much once again. Have a very good morning. Bye for now.
Èmi